Virtually every one of the top 40 records being played on every radio station in the United States is a communication to the children to take a trip, to cop out, to groove. The psychedelic jackets on the record albums have their own hidden messages.
A special question. We don't want you to smoke genetically modified ganja. We want you to smoke the real thing. We want you to smoke the natural herb. Some call it marijuana, some call it sensimilla, some call it lamb's bread, and some people call it ganja.
Welcome to the Adam Dunn Show. I am your host, Adam Dunn, in the middle of a giant birthday dab. Hold on.
Look at the size of that banger, man. That is just ridiculous. That is like
it's a special day.
It is. I've never seen. I mean, I've seen big bangers, but that just takes the cake right there. That's pretty dope, man. Did you bring that?
Yeah, it's a friend of mine. He goes by Smoky Mountain Concentrates.
Oh,
so I want to give him a shout out for that. But yeah, it's,
yeah.
I
That's
thought
cool.
it'd be a little fun today.
Absolutely. Yeah, man.
A lot of surface area.
Happy birthday, Adam.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday.
Thank you. And welcome everybody to the 429 show. We tried to hit 420. We came so close.
You're right.
But we do have people in the studio, which is huge. We have on this birthday. We decided it was the best thing to do was stay right at home. So just like last week, I was like, I'm beginning to like this, but once CC's back with the kids, it's over. The studio's over. We're going to I'll move on to the next. But we have in studio Bryan and then my brain just doesn't work. JW, exactly. JW in the house, and he just celebrated his birthday recently too. So and the same year, which I love. When I meet fellow 69ers. See, we're the only guys that can even get away with it, right?
That's right.
69. You're like,
yeah, it's my year.
You disgusting pervert. And you're like, no, bro, I don't even know what you're talking about. And when was your birthday? June what?
June 11th.
Oh, yeah. Get the double.
My handle used to be JW Long 69, and I had to change it.
The long definitely doesn't. Yeah, that doesn't help. But in general. And you got the double hockey sticks there, so you got the evil. I'm sure you were loving that when you were a kid.
The wacky Kit Gemini.
Yeah.
I was.
And mine was also funny because I was the 15th, and I would, of course, you read into everything. So I was like, well, wait a minute, 1 and 5 equals 6, and I was born in 69, and if June is in 6, that's 666. Oh my God!
The mark of the beast.
I have the mark of the beast, and yeah, so. You have to figure out how evil you are when you're about that age, right?
That's exactly.
Gauge it. So we also have Chris calling in from Harvest Gold Silica. We're going to have him calling in a little bit later. And before that, we're having Mario calling in. Mr. Napatalania will be calling in, and also Shamal from Grossmith will be calling in, and I think we're going to have Wolfie calling in. We're going to have. I've been threatened by a whole bunch of other people that they're going to call in, so it's a birthday show. So expect lots of interruptions, and that would be the key right there for somebody to probably try to call in at any moment because you know how the interruptions go. And what else? So how was your week?
It's a good week.
How was your week?
It's all right. Yeah.
Lots went down. I mean, it's one of those things where so much shit is going down that I can't even keep up. It's not even worth it.
Right.
Like a week feels like so long now all of a sudden. I mean, just everywhere. Like I was in New York for the other thing, and that was awesome.
How was that? Can you exaggerate?
The show was good. It's the 5th year, so I mean, it's like I'm getting kind of used to it. And it's weird when you go to shows. After the 3rd or 4th year, you know exactly what's up. You fucked up the first 2 years by parking in the wrong park. All the little things. You got it all dialed in. And that show is not huge. It's maybe 7 to 10,000 people probably walk through the show total, which is not a huge number. But
so the World Cannabis is more of just the title. It sounded very prestigious.
Yeah, it's not the world in the sense that you feel super duper international. It's a lot more. It is obviously a lot more northeast orientated. There's some Colorado guys out there trying to hawk their wares, and it's a lot of familiar faces. There's a few new things. I mean, the thing about it is it's very it's get a little more realistic. It's one of those shows where there's not a lot of, you know, paraphernalia companies or anything like that. It's just strictly, unless it's something like cheap, easy, pump it out kind of stuff. That's what they're focused on. But the show itself, I think, as far as, I mean, they had like Whoopi Goldberg was speaking, and they had you know, pretty good amount of speakers and decent subjects, but it's mostly like compliance issues and things like that. And just, you know, the idea that what you can see also in New York is that the first year it was like, woo, it was all that, you know what I mean? People were excited. And the second year it was a little bit more, less and less. And now it's really like, it's gotten down to everybody's CBD too. Nobody there was THC.
Nobody wants to touch it, huh?
Yeah, it was just all CBD. It was pretty much everybody. I was like, every booth go into it, and you're like, God, how many fucking CBD companies can there be? Like last year there was maybe like 4, and now there's like 60 or 70% of them, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's what I noticed. That was the trend that seems to be developing. Speaking of trends, let's knock out the sponsors right out of the gate before the interruptions begin, because once they start, you know, it's just not gonna, it's gonna be an endless thing. Right out of the gate, let's do it. New Millennium. New Millennium Nutrients, these guys are, I think, going on there, what are they, about 3 years in now, too? I started seeing them in a lot of bigger gardens, and a lot more people taking notice, which they should. Easy to use, very intuitive kind of products, which I like, and the guys behind them, they've, like, you know, been in the industry for a long, long time, and they kind of know what's real and what's not, and they didn't really waste. There's not really a lot of wasted energy there, you know. The like the carbo load, for instance, which is not called. It's the Carbonaria. Yes, yeah, I knew it was close. The Carbonaria.
It's Italian.
It's Italian. That's Italian. But the Carbonaria, the product itself, has got a lot of aminos and micronutrients and things like that. So, you know, it's not just like a single-use product, which a lot of the other ones were. They just kind of, and the plants don't really use them enough. So, and also the Ruby, which is their fulvic product, contains 9 sources of fulvics, which is awesome, and unprecedented in the industry. And that's pretty much like the top of the, you know, you're really at the top of the periodic table there when you're talking like about your fulvics and the plants. It's literally the icing on the cake for the plants sometimes. Uh-oh. And if you use the products, you'll also notice obviously terps are there, the yields are there, but also when you use their winter frost product, it really flushes it super easy and effectively. Again, my mom's been using it now for a couple of years. Mom approves, so it's all I really have to hear is once Mom says it's good, then you know you're in. So check them out at newmillenniumnutrients.com. They have a store finder, calculator, all that kind of stuff, which you'll need to help you figure out exactly what you need for your garden. And Incredibles. Hanging out with D-Money the other night over with Adam K at his birthday. It was awesome. First interruptions. I told you it's going to start. Course. Can't control himself.
Let's crack this bitch open. I couldn't. I got to be first.
Had to.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. You?
I'm good. It's pretty righteous digital dab you took right there.
It was all right. I mean, we got most of it. I got, you know, I would have gone bigger, but I got a little bit.
You're like a 50-year-old guy, though. It's not bad.
For almost 50, I'm 49. You know, I got a whole year. I got a whole year to fall apart, guys. Don't worry.
Oh no, it happens at 40 you fall apart. But
that's what they say. Thanks for coming.
I'm feeling it. I'll tell you what.
You're feeling it.
Yep, it's all those damn trade shows I do. Makes me tired.
I know. It's hard to be Mr. Bean. Or the real Mr. James Bean, sorry. There's another.
The real Mr.
You could be the easy guy. There's an easy one. There's an easy version of you out there.
Yeah, no. I'm doing too.
So
what did we do this time last year?
What is that? Last year?
What did we do this time last year?
Oh, is this a quiz? I thought I was in New York last year around this time because wasn't my birthday?
Peyote.
Huh? Oh, peyote.
Peyote.
It was way earlier, wasn't it? It's already been
No,
months.
I thought it was this time because I brought you your that birthday cake.
It was
And
after.
that green monster cake.
I remember the cake, but I think that was after, wasn't it? Anyway,
Sure,
it still works. It's still
Anyway.
working. It's still working. I'm still not drinking, so there you go. Thank you for that. That was the most unexpected birthday present. Then, if that was the case, I would say thank you for the last year's birthday present because by looking at you two rolling around on the ground and you barely able to sit and them yelling at you guys and you not even being a drinker, so you took all the abuse from me because they were yelling at you, telling you that you need to stop drinking, and I was like, he doesn't even drink. He just looks like it. He just looks like a mess.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's getting busy in here?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Door's knocking? Oh, shit. It's going to be a Tim Martin or something. Oh, no, it's going to be Paulie. What's going on, Paulie?
So, man.
So, yeah, I told you the show would get busier today. But anyway, yeah, thank you for that present. It was very good, James. It's working. It's still working.
Always, yeah.
Yeah, and I
what
thank
you got coming up
two
in the
for that,
future?
too. Two is actually the guy I really need to thank for his guidance in the what not to do, too. Two's what not to do.
And to that extent, Two's quit drinking as much too now. He gives me so much shit about it. He's like, oh, no, I don't drink that much. But he doesn't. He's drinking a lot less now. He's down like a couple gallons a day. So
Just down to a gallon a day. I got
That's
you.
good.
I got you. Well, that's good.
yeah.
You want to go back to shout-outs, Adam, or?
Yeah, I got to go back up to shot. Well, actually, why don't we
See you
skip?
guys.
Okay, wait. Before we're just going to skip. We're going to do seeds here now because normally we do it at the end. But since you're sitting on the phone with me right now, let's do seeds here now.
Seeds here now.
Seeds here now. The best source for genetics here in America and worldwide, basically, with all the genetics of the top U.S. breeders brought to you under one roof, guaranteed on pretty much all fronts. But at the end of the day, that doesn't hardly get used because the quality's there, and that's the most important thing. Also, you guys.
How do you get into their lineup? How do you get into their setup?
How do you get in there? I don't know. How do you do that, James?
If you have strains and you wanted to get in, how would you do that?
How would a guy like this? He's past the beard part. He passed the He's
got the beard
he's
test
got the
now?
beard already covered. So
Right.
there we go.
Yeah.
So you know he's a breeder at this point.
Been growing for 33 years.
33 years. Okay, he's passed your second test.
Okay, so the first question is you have to have been doing this before I was in business. I
Yeah, well, he
started
just
business
told you.
in 2010.
He just
So
you
I
passed
try to
that.
support the guys that did it before, before it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
The guys that sort of paved the road that I might drive on. You know what I mean? So
Well, I buy stuff from you already, so I'm already a customer.
Oh, there you go. You can do whatever you want then. There you go. That's it. You passed the test. That's it.
So the other
What's the limit I have to spend
the
to
other
get
thing-
in? Give me a limit.
The other most important thing is that I need to have. I like all my own breeders to do work. Like I don't really. It's not that I don't respect. It's just that it's very easy to take somebody's male and somebody's female and just cross those and make a strain with it. I'd like for you to, for most of my guys in my bank, used to have their own male. Like take a strain, cross it with something, female hunt, select it, find your male, breed with that. That way it's not just using somebody else's stuff,
Okay, yeah, we
So, I
do
think
that, and we also.
between like all
I'm sorry.
Like a good grandfathered in kind of cornerstone plant that you feel like, oh dude, we use this fucking Vulcan 52 from whatever, something that no one's like, what the fuck's that?
So we're also
That's-
doing this
that's what
in
I like
our
to do.
regulated licensed grows.
Yeah.
So we're
I already
doing
know you got the credentials. Don't worry. But anyway, we just like to hear. We like to hear your filtering process, though. We'd like to hear what you do. So so basically, they got to be doing it for longer than you. What else?
Yeah, use your own males. Actually, I do some work. I just had Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Most likely, they're going to have good-looking kids down the road.
I don't think so. I doubt that actually. I doubt that. I think they're gonna have some fucking fucked up. Because he doesn't.
Actually, don't have any kids. They got no divorce.
They can have all scrunchy foreheads and weird looking. They're not gonna be. They're not gonna be cute. I'm telling you, they have too many adopted ones. That's the thing. The adopted ones are. Yeah, the adopted ones are. They're shopping. They go shopping for kids now. They're not really into the actually having it, and they're over anyway. So that whole analogy is over, dude. You gotta get a new one.
All right, we'll work on that. So,
You gotta work on a new one.
So supermodel, it's easy for a good-looking guy to bang up a supermodel, and you're going to have good-looking kids. Put that. But
Now you sound like somebody we know.
Exactly.
Now you sound like some breeder that I know.
Oh shit! I don't know which one. I created feminized seeds.
No, when you started making, are you breeding for? Were you breeding for boobs? Were you breeding for boobs? Or what were you breeding for? What was the breeding there?
Oh.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
exactly. That's what I thought you were talking about. Never mind. Never mind. All right, let's go. Seats here now.
Right,
Wait. Last
special.
specials. Give me your specials. Just forget about that. We're done with that. We know the criteria. The criteria is they got to talk to me first. How's that? And then, what's your specials right now? What you got? Any crazy things?
Specials for June, and just happens to go along with Exotic winning best booth and best product as well this year. Last week in Michigan. So all Exotic packs are going to be Burning Man and GCG are 88.88, and all Exotic and Soulfire are going to be I believe it's 15% off. Since Soulfire took third on his first cup, Soulfire uses a black banana. Loud seeds, all loud, 38.88. I saw James and Mike are coming back. You know that?
Sorry, no. I did not know that. Give us the news.
Loud actually got it. James actually got a hold of me. I was like, dude, what's up? He's like, I'm done cooking. We start breeding again. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, I need you to change that Loud Laguna strain. I was like, yeah, no problem. So I changed it. I was like, are you guys back now? And he's like, yeah, no problem. I'm going to start breeding again. So,
okay.
So it'll be good to get back in the mix.
Say hello.
We've got this Sage Master Select, 10% off. What do you know about that?
Never heard of it.
Air Rage, Blockage, Dark Edge, Fromage.
Yes. I got. We got another call in. It's gonna be another. All right. Hold on a second. Who we got? Nope, they're gone. All right. So James, we got the Exotic.
Thanks, guys.
Did you just answer the phone?
Oh my God.
Yep.
It's Aunt Susan.
It's your aunt, and I'm not going to sing happy birthday.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Susan, you can do it.
No, not a chance.
No.
I was just talking to your mother.
I'll do it with you.
Is she on her way?
She's on her way.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she's on her way.
Mom's on her way with the cake.
Mom's on her way with cake, so everything's good.
That's all that matters.
Nothing matters
as long as Mom's brings me a cake, then I know it's real birthday.
Yes, the woman could be the worst person in the world, but damn can she bake. Just so all you people know that over the air.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, happy birthday, darling. I've enjoyed the last 48 hours that we share together every year.
Oh, good. I'm sure it's your favorite 48
Although
hours.
you get a hell of a lot more attention than I get.
Oh. Well, we'll try it. You do get people ask about you all the time. Don't worry. Anywhere that I've infected with you coming in there, they pretty much said, "I just talked to your aunt." I'm like,
"What the fuck is that?"
And I'm like, "What? My aunt? Huh? Oh yeah."
What is that? She's how old? She doesn't sound like she's that old. I get people that hit on me on Facebook, and I have to explain to them that I can be their grandmother.
Well, Susan was also responsible for putting together the show with Mr. Jim Goodman, a.k.a. Mel Frank. So thank you, Susan, for that. So on the show, when I'm thanking Susan, this is the Susan I'm thanking right here.
I don't need a thank you. I would do it for anybody that I love. So
no, it was a good idea. It was perfect timing, and it was also awesome because his show got extended by a week. So that made it even, like at first I was like, great, I'm going to talk to him on the last day of the show, and people have like an hour to run.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, so he has an extra.
That's fantastic.
It wasn't because of
so
me. Or
glad.
it was good timing. So I was like, all right, at least you get a full week out of it compared to like, the show's over. Because that was the angle.
Show probably.
Yeah. Well, he had actually about 15 pieces that were in the back room, and he had to kind of take you in the back to show you because they didn't have enough wall space or something along that line. Well, thanks. I'm in the middle of my shout out, so I got to run. So thank you for calling.
Thank you so much. I've never talked to a celebrity before. Bye.
Oh, yeah, right. See you. Bye.
Let's go back to Incredibles here.
Incredibles. And James is gone, right?
Yeah.
James is gone. Thank you, James. Seedsherenow.com and Seedaholics.com for him if you want to get the best seeds. And you can get specials of the Seedaholics thing also. Those are cool. But, okay, so now we're on to Incredibles. Like I was saying, I was hanging out before we were rudely interrupted with Mr. D-Money himself from Incredibles the other night. And, those guys are just an amazing company. It's like, I think they're the company you want to watch from any other state. If you want to see how it's done right, you literally look at them, and they crush it in every category, whether it be extracts, pen quality, the actual edibles quality, of course, the range of edibles. And literally, it's the consistency, and the consistency is because they grow all their own products. So that makes the biggest difference. So anybody out there with an attempt to open up an edible company, if you're not growing your own and you're not doing it right, you're not going to make it in this game, because this is the only way to do it. And they rise from the bottom, and holding true. You don't see any other brand in the state that's crushing it like they do. So
They've been around for a long time too.
they've been around for and that's the thing, is this industry a long time is only, it doesn't have to be more than 8 years, 6 years. So I mean, like that exactly. But those are the hardest things, and the idea that edibles took such a huge piece of the market here is because after a while they stabilized, and people realized, like, okay, I'd rather have the most consistent thing every time, this being like this, compared to like up and down and all these different with their different flowers or extracts, which is just the way it is. So,
but we carry them at our shop in the Springs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they rock. I mean, they have their own life.
They do vendor days, and they're really awesome.
Really good.
They're really great. They give you so much support.
Closer to the mic. Cool.
They give you so much support.
There you go. Now you hear it.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. So it's iloveincredibles.com, and you can check out their store finder, which if you live in Colorado, it's pretty much like anywhere that you live. So unless their shop is really ridiculous. But other states is Nevada, and they're in Massachusetts, and they're in Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
And where else are they in? There are a few other states.
Illinois. Say that.
Illinois.
Oregon
Also now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, that's what I mean. They're spreading their wings. And again, check those guys in all those states, and go online to iloveincredibles.com.
Build a soil.
Build a soil. Jeremy is probably getting swamped with those last minute things that people need, but hopefully you've got your soil already in check. It's that time of year. But if you forgot something along the way or need a little bit of help, you guys are in his thing, I hope, now, right?
We'd like to be.
Yeah.
Shout out Mr. Silva.
He was there. He had the stuff, and then he kind of was out, and then I was trying to get it kind of restocked, and then the shuffle happened.
Yeah.
So maybe
we use all of his stuff in our grow as well. I mean, we use a lot of his products.
I see no reason why I should be back in there, but Build a Soil is your one-stop shop for all the best amendments and IPM products. He's very much into, vetting all the products. There's nothing in there that doesn't work. It's also like if you have any problems or issues, or you're into no-till or things like that, he's the guy to talk to. And also the crew that works there is super knowledgeable, which is helpful. So you don't have to get stuck only talking to one guy, which is sometimes the case at a lot of places. Like, there's one guy that actually knows anything here. The rest of us, not like that at that spot. That place is on point. And you can check them out at buildasoil.com or 855-877-SOIL, which is their thing called a telephone. You call it and talk to people. It's really weird. It's like this thing, and then you like, people, what? I can't see you. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. You should try it out sometime. It's totally wacky. And
WallaceWow.com.
Oh yes, Mr. Ron Wallace. He is the man when it comes to the rhizosphere. He's not cup winning. He is Guinness Book World Records winning, which is much more interesting than cups, with his pumpkins, and he's collaborated on some combos. What was it? It was like a pumpkin, and what was it?
What? I'm sorry.
He's like, what?
No, my bad. I was reading Chat Gang stuff. So.
Oh, the Chat Gang thing. No, remember he grew some sort of like hybrid thing. What was that? That was like it wasn't him, it was somebody else. They used his genetics.
Right. It was a gourd.
Squash. Oh, it was a squashkin,
Oh, yeah?
Squash.
I've never even heard of that.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's how cool this guy is. He's doing shit like that. We're like, what? You can't do that. No, but he's awesome. And everything he makes, when he's growing tomatoes, are 10 pounds, literally. Like, he's like, yeah, is that good? Boom. Like, holy shit. But that's because he's really, really into soil, which, if you listen to this show, you're probably into soil too, hopefully. And that brings him, in connection with some of the thing that's really nice is all his stuff is also tried and true. It's like he's just like worked on it for years, and like his mycorrhizal products are exploding. And cool part when we have him on the show is also that he's just like super passionate, like just like a weed guy. But
Yeah.
so much, you know. Like, I mean, some guys are spending like 3, 4, 5, 6 grand on their pumpkin just to get one winner. You
Just
know?
to win the world record.
Like you're gonna fucking
Yeah.
win it. Ah.
We know the Alaskan winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. How big do you know?
It was like 1,200 pounds or something. They said it was huge.
I mean, the East Coast is kind of got a little weird. It's like a weird anomaly of a spot, though, because it's got this extra couple weeks. It's real humid, but then it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just, there's something special about Connecticut, Rhode Island, and those areas. There's like a little extra, like enough light rays to just keep the plants. I don't know, there's something about it. They get like 2 extra weeks on everybody else, and that gives them that little edge on those contests because a lot of people have already cut their vine. And then they, you know, kind of stuck at that point, and they're only going to lose. And his is like up to the last second, like, like they just like cuts it. Those things are nuts, though. 50 pounds in a night. You know what I mean? Like he said, he sits out there with a lawn chair and can hear it like cracking around him and stuff. Like,
wow. Really?
So that's like, I'm like, that's pretty sick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Like in, you know, August, September, when it's like fucking just maxing out. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nerd out on a lot of that stuff.
Super nerded out. If we could hear our plants grow, we'd be like, if we could tap in on that, just put on headphones, be like, all right.
Have you seen that documentary, The Secret Life of Plants?
Yeah.
Where they were doing the brine shrimp and stuff? I thought that was pretty interesting. So maybe they can, you know, there's
oh,
a
yeah,
little
I'm just
bit
saying
of
it'd be good
research.
if, I mean, they can, maybe not hear, but they can definitely, you know, vibrations or something. But if we could just get it down to that level where we could somehow block out the whole sound except for that, it'd be sick. You know what I mean? Like, or have a little mic on the thing and just like get it tuned in so you could hear the cells. I don't know. That's like geeking out.
Geeking out for sure.
But it'd be like if you could hear the amount of static would be the amount of growth or something. You know what I mean? Like concentration of static. It'd be like good sounding room. That sounds good. Like the amount of just the
white
thickness,
noise.
the torque of the noise, torque of the white noise would be cool. Where were we again? Oh, yeah, Mr. Ron Wallace. Like, see, that's what happens when you hang out with Ron Wallace. You just geek out and start talking about things that don't even fucking exist yet. Plus, we're high, so it helps. Ron, what is it? Come on, you're supposed to. This is your only job. This is your only job. This is it. This is the only thing you're supposed to be.
WallaceWow.com.
Somehow that fucks me up. I can't say it. I go like, well, I don't know.
Wallace.com?
See, you fucked up. No,
When you go on a 5-minute
Wallace Wow.
tangent in the middle of every advertisement.
WallaceWow.com. I listen to all the other guys, and the best ones are the ones that don't even fucking listen to the script. We don't have a script. That's the best part. We wouldn't accept it if they gave it to us. I'd be like, I can't read that, dude. It's just too much. Because then your brain starts to go.
Well, it's authentic here, right? I mean, people just kind of speak their mind.
Well, yeah. I try not to be exactly the same each week. I mean, obviously, I'm going to say the same certain key things because they don't change. But at the same time, you know, you don't want to push a button. And I mean, other people do. They push the button and then they go smoke. And then they go smoke a joint. We just smoke the joint while we do the fucking show, and it doesn't really make a difference. Speaking of smoking joints and doing shows, what's that?
Can I hit that a wine?
Yeah, of course. This is from 808 Joey 808 or 808 Joey. I guess he's also a friend of a good old friend of the guys over at Boulder Wellness. Like from back
Nick's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, and this is a buddy that used to grow with Nick back home. Like,
oh man!
So like the Wisconsin boy lives out in Hawaii now. So he's still growing great weed.
Shout out to Nick.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have Boulder Wellness product in our store as well.
Yeah, I mean Nick's the man. He's one of the guys that like when you meet people that are like he's a funny guy because he's a redhead and he's really like kind of like got that like. He's always like, as a grower, you can just tell like he's the guy that we would always be mad because something, and you'd be all happy like, look, everything looks great, and he'd be like, what? This aren't staked up properly, and then be all mad about it.
Yeah. Take it personal.
Oh, totally. Yeah. But I love Nick. But he's definitely one of those guys where anybody like, oh, you work for Nick? Ooh, man. Oh, and they're like, what? Like, I'm like, oh, you got the redhead fire as your boss. That's always a crapshoot. You never know the day, do you? So are you a redhead under all that white, or you look like you could?
Yes, I have. My son's redheaded as well.
So you know exactly what I'm talking about. Who we got? The Interruptus Maximus?
And it's his birthday today.
What's up, guys?
Hello there, my friend. Who we got on the phone?
Hey, it's Mario. Happy birthday, brother.
Ah, Mario, right on time, mister.
What's up, bro?
You listening to the show or something?
No, actually, bro, you sent me the number to call, and I shared that number, and it's your number. So no, it ain't. I shouldn't say that, but I called your cell, bro.
Oh man, I do that so stupidly every time.
Dude,
my brain just
I'm gonna have to send. Well, the good thing is I'm on the house line, so I can send that back out.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm dumb.
No, you're gonna get blown up now.
It happens. I just turn it off while the show's on anyway. So.
What's going on, guys? Who's in studio?
Who is in the studio? We got Bryan and JW in the studio, both from Green Farms. Where's Green Farms again located?
Colorado Springs is where the one dispensary, and then we have
where's it grow at?
MIPS grows
everywhere, just all over the place.
Down in South Colorado.
Everything's kind of in the South. All right.
Yeah.
Southern Colorado crew.
Oh, sweet, dude. How are things looking? Awesome.
Yeah, we just actually got harvest down, and it's totally no-till. We never sprayed one thing on it the entire time. Not even water. Nothing.
Wait,
not
even
water.
Not even water.
I want to check that out. What's the name of it again?
Everyone's all like, "Wait a minute, not even water."
Nothing.
What?
Wait,
Green Farms, we're living soil.
Yeah,
cannabis
we're
cultivators.
true living soil. Everything's worms, microbes.
No doubt. Are you guys in a greenhouse? What are you doing?
Indoor, outdoor greenhouse, everything.
Oh, sweet. So indoor too. What do you what were you running your lights at? Where were you flowing under for lights?
Well, we actually have a supply company as well. We carry 630s, 315s. Pretty much everything. I mean, could carry everything, but we use 630s.
For flower, you do the 3K and the 4K. You mix them.
I have LEDs mixed in there as well.
All right, I get it. That's pretty badass. I'd like to take a look at that sometime.
Mario comes from the lighting world. He's a lighting guy. So
you got through the whole.
We'd love to talk to you.
Are you doing cover crop too? Like inside?
Yes, all cover crop. Yeah, all cover crop in 4x8 trays.
With no water inside, zero. Not even a drop.
No water sprayed. Sprayed on it. There's nothing was ever sprayed on it.
Oh, all right. No water sprayed it. I was like, what? Yeah. What are you doing, man? Are they like? Are someone pissing a lot? Like, what's going on there?
That was a misspell.
I was all just tripping for like about 5 minutes. Like,
that was too much Hawaiian.
I just stopped dressing plants though.
I was like, okay, if you put some roots in, I could see if you had like some like tap in the ground, no till, where you had like a real high water table, and you were like, you could like drop a plant in, and it just kind of suck down at the night, and then in the morning it's already in, and maybe. Some magic, like in Florida or something, maybe you could like
an aquifer, like tap down into
like a rainforest down there.
Yeah, like a mangrove, like mangroves growing or something. Just like pop a little hole, drop it in there. But if instead of the sea, it was some nice nutrients that were up and down, like instead of salt water.
I'd rather like outside though, like smart pots or whatever, something big. I like to control the environment that the plant's in. And the ground, I never know. I mean, it would take me a while to figure it out. I'm over here on the East Coast, so we only have a short season, so everything is usually in pots if we can get away with it.
Well, when you come out, you didn't come to our grows. Come visit.
Yeah, dude, I want to check that out, dude. I'm loving the blends you guys are using. Those are your own custom blends?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. What do you...
And do you know Buffaloam? Do you know the product Buffaloam?
Buffalo?
Buffaloam with an M, Loam, Buffaloam.
Oh,
like
yeah.
loam soil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so these guys have taken over that company too, and are getting it kind of
bringing it into the cannabis world,
getting it more cannabis friendly.
Yeah.
No shit, dude. Yeah.
No shit. No, it is shit, dude. It is shit. It is shit.
We hustle shit. Absolutely.
Yes, straight shit.
Slaying pallets of it.
100% shit.
We have worm shit. We have chicken shit. We have cow shit. Whatever kind of shit.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about. It's just sustainability, dude. Man. If I could over here, dude, I'd be doing a year-round greenhouse. Like I wanted to do that originally at the store, and just like showcase them. It wasn't going to be like that. I mean, I was gonna inoculate and re-inoculate with like microbes, like Photo Plus and all that. Whatever I was selling at the store, I would have used.
Whatever. But, just plug it in.
So we also grow. We grow everything to make our own nutrients, fermented K&F style. So we do all of our own. We grow it from,
Make your
we
own
know
EM1?
exactly what's in it. Yes, sir.
Let's talk about that. Talk about that a little bit because some people
That's pretty
don't.
badass,
Some people
dude.
don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
We do
so.
everything organic, USDA certified on our farms. Hemp farm, we have a hemp farm, so hemp extraction labs. We basically cover the gamut. We do everything from soil to sale is what we call it.
Hey, keep doing what you do. How long you guys been at that for?
I've been in the industry from day one, back in 2010, actually before it started here in Colorado. I've been growing cannabis for, 33, 34 years now.
Oh, shit, dude. What'd you start out with, though? GH?
No, everything was in the swamps in Georgia. We used everything natural.
Shit,
yeah, my
dude.
family has about 40,000 acres or so. I think 47,000 acres of farm down there.
Dude, I grew up on 32 acres, and I was the king. I thought I thought I was Huck Finn, bro. 32 acres.
Still a lot.
An acre's big.
You know? Dude, that's nuts, bro. And Georgia, too, huh?
Yeah, South Georgia. Go Dogs.
That's beautiful, dude.
Go Dogs. I second that.
That's right. Go Dogs.
I actually got to go down there. I was telling Adam.
Well, it's funny. It's funny because cannabis people never used to talk about acres before because we all were inside. Like we'd live on 100 acres, but
we never did the math that way.
You never went out in acres. So you just be like, I put one here, one
there.
there.
How many closets?
Yeah, how many closets?
That's pretty badass, dude. Because we do as growers, dude. Just me when I was just at the store, and even now, man. Like when I was selling lighting for facilities, I'm just like, what are you doing? I'm like, you don't need dude. I could veg with a 315, 12, 15 gallon root pouch beast, with one fucking light. I don't care. And then the dude next door is using 4 to 6 to veg these little babies. So he's using 6 lamps to my 1. I'm like, dude, come on. You electric bill, everything. I mean, this is all about conservation. It should be.
Right.
I feel bad running my lights sometimes too high, and then at the same time, I don't want to dim them, because you lose spectrum.
Right.
Yeah, and you paid for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You paid for the fancy light.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you hold it back, it's like buying a Ferrari and just not driving it enough, and then it kind of you wonder why it starts to not when you really wanted to fucking go off, it starts going getting all fucking choked up. It's like, you you're driving around 45 miles an hour, you're gonna fuck it up. So
you ain't buying a Ferrari when you're buying voodoo juice and all that stuff, dude. One of the guys I grew with, dude, was buying, you know what I mean?
Oh, don't be bashing on the voodoo juice now.
I'm not buying it's voodoo, voodoo. You know what I'm saying? So it's all right, bro, you need 3 bottles to do one thing. It's $400 a piece, but that's cool, whatever, right? I guess I'm splitting the tab with you. Mm-hmm. So we had guys over here trying no-till, and I'm up on the East Coast, so you should have seen that disaster. Hey, can I flush with silica? All right, no. I'm like, they tried the no-till and with synthetics.
Well, it's silly they're asking what to flush with if they're really doing no-till. It's kind of like they don't.
At that point, I'm just that's what I mean.
Yeah.
At that point, I'm just like, dude, you're helpless, man. I'm like, this isn't for you. I mean, you're either gonna learn to do it right, or you're just not gonna learn.
Right.
And
it's gonna pass you
the
by.
soil food web. Just dude, I had a kashi, no one knew what that was, and I was having that flown in from Oregon and shit. No one knew what any of that was over here. I thought it was oatmeal or something. But we're working on fixing it, so.
Well, we'll help. Just let us know what we can do to send out samples or anything you need.
Well, if you send samples to me, you're good, because I'm kind of the guy that gets the shit hopping over here. And, my thing is, I sell lighting, but I'm getting deeper into other things now. And my thing was always microbes. I'm a microbe hoarder. If I had boxes of all the just microbe samples, dude, granular, whatever, I still do, and I'll be like, you can use a little of that if you want for now, but make sure, make sure you get the rhizosphere in check, bro. You want to make sure that it's just
biodiversity is king. That's what we really focus on as well.
No one knows what enzymes are, what their purpose is.
So we were just testing some of our bricks at our place. We got a 28.7 test on bricks on our bricks meter. So it's pretty. We're
a circus freak.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh shit. Dude.
Yeah, we're really trying to grow. I mean, very, very. I guess if it was a fruit, it'd be very nutritious.
Medicinal quality. That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's something that's definitely. I would definitely talk to you guys about. Definitely more. You know.
Are you in New York?
No, I'm up in Providence, Rhode Island right now, right on the Mass border. But I was in New York a couple of times.
We're looking at a place in Massachusetts, so. We're looking at a place in Mass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Right now, Massachusetts is popping. Right. Yes, that's pretty much the.
Yeah, it's great.
Seems to be the. It seems to be
that's
the.
my hood.
Follow where the suits
New England
go, right?
Patriots, right? New England.
I live 20 minutes from. I live 20 minutes from Gillette, dude. When Mass went wreck, I was hanging out in Davio's parking lot selling ballasts and tents and shit. I'd have people meet me there. That was a meeting place, Patriot place over there. So people were like, Mario, what do you got? And I'd be like, oh, I got like a Hortilux gold ballast for you. Meet me there. Yeah, so I think because I'm such a fan, they allowed it, you know? Now it's only him. But, you know, just helping guys get set up and shit, you know? But at the same time, you can spend all day doing that and all year doing that, you know? And I get a lot of samples sent to me, and mostly like microbes and stuff, because I brought a lot of products to the East Coast.
We also use Ambeza organic nutrients, and it's it's really, really good. I mean, he makes some of the best microbes there are on the planet.
And are you guys using the full line? Are you guys using the full line from that one?
Well, full line. I mean, he's amazing. He's one of my close friends, and I love it.
Because it was like, unfortunately, the last time that when I actually I got to use a little bit of it, and then unfortunately that thing got stopped short. You know, against my will. So
I'll give you whatever you want.
So I have the whole line.
Don't worry,
still,
I got it.
And I haven't started again because it was
you
like
guys,
we got a caller, extra caller. Who we got on the line now?
Oh yeah, I'm just calling to talk to Adam.
Oh yeah.
The dog's Adam.
I think he just left. I think he just walked out.
Is Adam there?
Yeah, he's right here. What's going down?
He's there.
Yeah.
Oh, Adam.
Yeah.
My name is Vera DeMilo. I used to be on TV on the show in Living Color. I used to have a show, remember, and used to watch it and send me letters.
Oh,
It was called Buffed, Beautiful, and Bitchin'. Do you remember?
No.
Oh, you said me
Is this Bob from Bob's Big Adventure? Who is this?
No, this is Vera DeMilo. From Buff, Beautiful, and Bitchin', from the show In Living Color.
Oh, damn. In Living Color.
This is
the
very
Wayne brothers.
unique.
You remember the show?
I remember Living Color.
Living Color?
Totally remember Living Color.
Yeah, it was classic.
It was a great show. But anyway, Adam, I love your letters. I could smell your poopy on them, and I loved them, and I just thought they were fantastic. So I called to say happy birthday to you.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, my friend.
Happy Father's Day. Some lucky woman got you. Yeah, she did.
Yes, she did.
So I hope you guys have a good show. And when I come to Colorado, I'm going to give you a big hug, and I might even grab your little buddy. Yeah.
Oh, sure. Sounds like a plan.
All right, buddy. You guys take care. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Hey, be good, man. I got to tell you guys, it's Adam's personal line. Don't call it. Okay, don't call it.
I'm not calling Adam's personal line. This is 420. I'm just fucking with them because it's Father's Day and it's our day.
We know it's you.
And it's fucking Adam's birthday.
We know.
Yeah, I called in on the straight show.
You did a good job.
Yeah, I was just giving you old school.
You did a very good job. You did a very good job. They believed it. They were like, yeah, I remember that guy.
Off all right? Go watch a video of that on YouTube, and I think I did all right, too. Jim Carrey kills it.
Yeah.
I mean, he fucking kills it.
He's way better than you.
Homie, don't play that.
Yeah, I can't do that with the teeth, though, the way he gets his... He's not like, he got his fucking teeth are like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I can do... Hey, see, now, we can't do that because I'm going to do other shit with Adam later. I'm going to be calling him for a minute.
Oh, I know you will, dude. Don't you worry. All
right, bro. You guys have a great show. Happy Father's Day. Happy birthday, motherfucker. I wish I was around there. I'd come and get you all fucking high.
Oh my God, the show would not be the same, would it?
Fuck, it wouldn't.
All right, my friend. Talk to you soon.
It would be kind of the same. I just wanted to say, man, the dude on the right in the hat and the glasses.
My left, your right. Yeah. Like who? Charles Manson? The
guy with the hat and the gray beard. He kind of reminds me of Bryan Hussein. I don't know why. But at first, when I saw the show, I was like, "Wow, is that Bryan Hussein? He's a comedian."
Oh, is that a comedian?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's him.
You look better than him, but from a distance.
Whoever's the most famous people that these guys look like, that's them. And they're not using their real names. That's what goes on in this show. We have famous people all the time, we don't say their real names.
Anyway, sorry guys, I didn't mean to interrupt. Hey.
You did not mean to interrupt.
Buffaloam.
Hey,
come on, man! You can't do that to stoners.
You gotta leave me the Buffaloam.
Buffaloam.
Leave me the Buffaloam.
That's where the Buffaloam roam.
Leave me the Buffaloam, bro.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna leave that.
Yeah, that's it.
And Mario from Grossmith. You guys all be cool and see you guys next time. I'm Normal from Normal Land.
Okay.
Oh, dude, yeah. What's up, man? Be good. Hit us up later, man. Your paintings were pretty cool you sent me the other day or whatever. The drawings you did. All right? Be good, brother.
Oh, wow. Who am I talking to?
Mario.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember. Was it? Okay, I'll find it. Is it yeah, I got that.
All right. I think we've established that. Okay, that was bound.
So that was pretty interesting.
You like that? You like that? He's good. Yeah. He's good. I mean, he sticks with it.
He
does stick with
interesting shit.
He does stick with it.
He sticks with it until you believe him, I guess.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who does know that he can actually get you to the point where you're like, wait a minute, is this really who I think it is? Because
I had to stop at one point, but whatever. I'm so
you.
All right, so
he stopped you in your tracks.
I am. Give me a heads up and I'll call. Okay.
Yeah, because I got about 20 minutes or so, and then whatchamacallit's going to call in. We're going to have Chris call in. I say whatchamacallit. Yeah, 23 minutes we got.
Who's calling in?
Chris from the
Harvest
Gold Silica guy is going to call in.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
So he's going to call in.
Yeah,
we got like 25 minutes. We can coast it.
Let's talk about
we can coast
the farm
between us.
Here.
Which farm? Green Farm, maybe?
You guys...
Yeah, let's talk about these guys that are sitting right here with all this stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And they have Jeff Lowen. They have Jeff's book. They have Jeff Lowen's book.
Shout out Jeff Lowen for those, for sure.
Jeff was in New York.
Jeff's got two new books. They got the new one there, too?
Yeah, all three.
Yeah. All three. Oh, my God.
That's why he's the Lord of the Roots now, right? With the trilogy.
He spoke Saturday at the thing. We had left.
We hung out for a minute.
We stopped at that show, that little store in Queens there, Ross's store, me and Shamal.
Oh, the only
drove
story.
Shamal back to go see Jeff. And Randy Ritchie from Malibu was just in town, and I missed him on Wednesday. I hit him up earlier, and I wanted to see what he was up to.
I really like him a lot.
Yeah. It's funny how the guy you're talking about, is it Russ? You said the guy in Queens, whatever. Who's the guy? What's the guy's name?
Ross, yeah. Dude. When we went in there, right? He was thinking like, what he was thinking. He didn't know what to think, and he just is. It's the same guy. I had to take a whiz, so we just passed over there, and I'm like, dude, what the hell? And SLF banner, let's go in, Mm-hmm. And at first, he was defensive as fuck. Dude, yeah. Then he once we figured it out, then we were all friends. But yeah, I can see where he's coming from, dude.
Well, he's got. I mean, the thing is, he hasn't changed at all. Like, I literally know that guy from 90.
Yeah.
90. Probably. I don't know, 7 or 8 or something like that.
Yeah,
and then
that's what helped at first.
And
yeah.
it was like, and I was like, man, it must be hard to sell lights in New York because people are so fucking difficult with space and cheap and difficult and broke.
He was on his way out,
and he was like,
I blocked him in though. Then he came back inside. I had blocked him in, and then we just got to talking, and then the way he looked at us, he thought we were in there trying to sell some, just being these salesman type dudes, which we are not at all,
See it in your eyes,
and
dude.
Then it was,
listen to you.
Shamal, come with me, we'll go see Jeff.
Shamal's
and I'm
even worse.
Damn, I'm going to miss Jeff today. And I just missed Randy 2 days ago.
If I had my radar on and I didn't remember who you were, between you and Shamal, the sales pitches would.
We looked suspect.
Oh,
yeah.
In the I don't want to talk to these two guys who are about to sell shit to me. Yeah, of course, you guys.
Well, he knew. No, you know what? He knew I was like. You could tell I was like local. So he like came on to me, but then Sham did his thing, and he mentioned his partner, who's like best friends with Ross. So then it was like, let's start over, shake hands, and everyone was cool, you know.
Yeah, for a minute there.
Because a salesman, you can smell salesman from a mile away, dude. If you're selling something, it's not the thing for you. Like you shouldn't be doing it. If you got to sell a product, you know, you should be. You should believe in what you're doing.
And you know the way I look, and the way it is, and this is just human. I think this is just the way humans react, and it's like think about music, right? A lot of times you will not even care. You'll never even see as a genre of music. Then a girl or a friend or whatever. There's the introduction of that. If it's a friend that's in the band, like all of a sudden, oh, I know the lead singer. I hate the music. I don't even know what it is. But you start going to it, and then all of a sudden, because music's one of those things that you have to hear it X amount of times, then it triggers. And you either like it or you don't. People get.
And now the triggers now, like
trigger later. Oh my God, I've seen it.
That song comes on, triggers you, then you're like, what the?
Well, it depends. It depends if it's your angle or there. That can change the whole thing, of course.
That's my story of my life, but dude, that's
But in general, I think a lot of people are affected by the fact that
any
because
art,
they know
really,
somebody,
right?
You know? And sometimes
any
you're lucky.
Art.
And the guy you know is awesome. Or he's in an awesome band, you know what I mean? And you're like, oh yeah, you mean that band that's huge now, you know? And that happened a lot, you know. Like
yeah, it happens to you. You're like the other day. You're like, oh, Adam, he's backstage.
What happened when when my mom was growing up?
Highline.
She wasn't growing up. She was old enough that she already had me. But when she was growing up in L.A., probably early '80s, early mid '80s, you know, it was like Flea's dad lived next door. So, you know, so it was like, it was not even, so Flea would come over and fight with his dad. His dad would come out and they'd be all, you know, doing smack together or whatever. But it was like, you know.
Chad Smith, Will Ferrell's brother. That's sick. They look exactly like the drummer.
I know that. We know that. That's like the part when you actually start looking, you can't. Have they ever been in the same place at the same time? Have we ever seen it?
I didn't even know Will Ferrell had a brother.
No, I'm just saying Chad Smith, the drummer from the Chili Peppers, looks exactly like Will Ferrell, and everyone thinks it is.
Oh, it changed.
You know, I grew up like, dude, we were lucky. My dad drove us to Primus concerts and shit. Like, we had the cool dad, like all rockers, you know. So, music.
I found a photo of me when I was like 13, and it's like a classic photo where it's like you can see the year before and then the year after, where one year I'm all short-haired. Next year I'm all long-haired. I got my Accept T-shirt on.
The year you started smoking pot.
Well, I already smoked earlier, and then I quit, and then I started again.
Oh, okay.
I was on my rebound. I was on my rebound at that
and
time.
And you never stopped since.
Yeah, because I had to quit for a couple of years because I thought I was going to go in the military. I've told this story.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes, man.
Yeah, you just think you're on the wrong path, kid.
I couldn't quit after I went into the military.
See, I tried to like compress time and become old fast. You know what I mean? So like I thought I was in the Vietnam War in my head. You know, like, I was like, I think I already went. I did Nam, bro. I'm done. I'm gonna start doing the acid now. I went straight to
strawberry.
Yeah, I just was like, I went straight to I just like wore the fatigue to school and did a lot of acid, and that was like,
that's the worst.
I went like straight to the burnout. Yeah, I went just straight to burnout. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, right.
Skip the war part. Skip the war part. You know, kind of went straight to the burnout.
Dude, last year at the show, the Manhattan show, I don't know. I don't know if you were in town, but it was they had you spoke this year at Cultivation. You did all the classes, and they had Al Sharpton and Jesse Ventura. Mm-hmm. That was the guest speakers at the event, and I was like, what? Yeah, you know, and I ate a bunch of gummies, dude, that was like, oh, there's CBD. Dude, I started geeking. I had to leave. I, left during work. It was funny. Went straight to Brooklyn, dude. Rough trade. I went up there and started blasting some Dead. And that was fun.
Wow, man. You had your priorities there. Got
out of there. There, right?
Got out of there. Started blasting
I was up, bro. I laughed. I'm like, I'm good, dude. I'm like, why is Al Sharpton talking? Like, what's he talking about? I'm like, I don't get this. You know, but still, great time though. I mean,
yeah, they had everybody there. They had Montel, Al Sharpton, Whoopi, and who else did you
Oh,
say?
I didn't know they had the. I just saw those two.
And who else did you say they had? And then somebody else.
I said Jesse Ventura.
Jesse Ventura. That's a big.
The governor.
That's a pretty good lineup as far as I would be interested to hear a little bit about what everybody would say from that lineup. Maybe not the whole thing, but some of it. And be like, all right, I heard enough. Like, it was funny with Montel. I was at a thing in Florida that he was at, and it was with Cloverleaf, and we were sitting at this table, and everybody was like kind of geeking out on him a little bit because he was there, and he was sitting there, and he was kind of like somebody came up and said, "Do you want?" He handed him a mic. And they were because he said he was going to do a little speech, and he like put the mic away, and he's like started yelling, and it was just so uncomfortable because it was like, instead of like getting the mic and being able to like calmly talk to everybody, he started he started just talking with I don't need a mic. I'm gonna make people listen.
So he'd scream.
Well, yeah, scream, but he had to like really tone everybody down, and everybody kept piping up, and he kept hushing everybody, which just automatically made everybody uncomfortable. So I was like, all right, this is already done.
That's pretty.
And then he started. Then he started talking about how he recognized CBD before anybody in the room. Anybody in the room, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, that's not a good thing to say. That's not. You shouldn't go to a cannabis event and start telling everybody how you created this or that. And
that is just too funny, dude. I don't know. That's
anyway,
my biggest.
So it kind of put everybody off. It put a lot of people off that were like real industry people. It kind of like he fired.
Dude, that's my biggest problem, dude. Is those people, not Montel, but I mean people in general that show up at events that have not even have never grown, have never done nothing, and just coming in there. And I keep it real, a lot. I start interviewing them.
I know your type. I already know your type.
That's
I grew up
kind of my thing. I grew
up similar, but I would do it with like electronics when I was a kid. Like I would always like study what was the coolest fucking latest thing that they probably don't have yet. You know what I mean? And then I would go in and be really like the most annoying kid ever. Like I'd roll in and start quizzing them up. You got the XJR3313S to 8P. And then the guy would be like, "Whoa, what's that?" And he'd go in the back and look. He'd be like, "How did you know that just came out yesterday?" You know what I mean? And then he'd be like, "I will have it by 3." And then you get them all stressed out, and then you tell them the guy across the street's got one cheaper, and I just play the game. So that was my thing.
That's badass.
Sounds exactly like what you do. Who we got?
Commodore 64.
202.
Or something.
202 number. What's that? That's like DC. Yo. Welcome to the Adam Dunn Show. Who we got?
Yo.
Who's that? Oh, it's you. Actually.
What's up, man? This your man, Brethren from DC.
Oh yeah, I thought DC. That's okay. Nice. What's going on, my friend?
Ain't nothing, man. Just calling in. I'm not actually watching y'all show right now, but I saw that I got the alert that Buffaloam and
Buffaloam in the house. The other right here. They're hanging out right now. Sweet.
That's what's up. I just want to ask y'all, like, what do y'all suggest for East Coast? Particularly DC, but like, folks out here that try to get y'all material or like, products.
Oh my God! You're creating a trifecta right now as we speak because we have the guys here. We have a dude who's a friend of mine who's in Rhode Island, and he's a distributor. Yeah, and he loves to get people good products. So we might have this all figured out.
You can even get you can go on our website and then we're gonna get it to Mario. Mario's gonna be our East Coast representative now. It looks like.
Dude, it just turned farms to grams on my phone. I went to write farms and turned it to grams. What? Hang on.
Green grams.
All right, yo, where are you, DC?
Yeah, we'll get you stuff out of DC for sure. Just write us on our website and then just tell them you talk to us on the show, and we'll send you out some stuff. We really appreciate you calling in and supporting Adam Dunn. This guy's the greatest.
Yeah. Thanks for calling in.
With the Dunn
and the Buffaloam
with Dunny.
Thanks, bro.
Are you a living soil? Are you growing with a living soil right now?
Was that
the gentleman from DC?
Light bulb, you said?
No, I said we'll get you some living soil.
Oh yeah. No, I just caught up with your man Jeremy from the Builder Soil stuff, and got all
you talked to Jeremy? Yeah, Jeremy's a good cat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I hollered at your man the pumpkin, Mr. Wallace.
Oh, how was that conversation?
Patrick?
No, Mr. Ron Wallace.
Yes, but the only thing you got to tell your man Ron to not put the crazy stickers on the packaging, because that was a little bit
what kind of crazy stickers?
Yeah.
Stuff,
Just giant pumpkins and stuff.
Giant squash.
We definitely help you out there with that.
I will.
Squashkin.
For sure, I'm gonna shoot the email to the Buffaloam site or.
Yep.
Yeah, www.buffaloam.com.
Or you can call me directly
Don't forget your man. For real?
No, we'll send you out stuff. That's not a problem. If you'll, we're gonna give you your phone number right now. You could call Bryan.
Yeah, just call me at
That's awesome.
720-289-0234.
289.
We got you on here. 202 number? No?
We're trying to be a sponsor on this show. Hopefully he'll accept our offer.
Probably. Probably.
Yeah. That sounds good, man. I've been trying to mess with your sponsors, Mr. Dunn, and it's been good looks, good recommendations. I love the show, man. Appreciate all the stuff. Don't forget about your homies out here though on the East Coast, man.
Where are you in DC,
We're
bro?
East Coast.
We're from Georgia.
Yeah,
DC, smack right next to 45.
Sweet. Nice. I'm driving up from there. I'm actually in Providence right now, and then I got to go to Atlanta and drive up. That's cool. All right, get those guys your email and all that.
For
help
sure.
You out,
for sure.
definitely.
Yeah.
Where do you shop? Do you go to Wash Hydro? All right, my bad. Might be talking too fast.
I'm just warning you.
Well, yeah, I don't try to politics too much with. Nah. I've been trying to work on, building my own thing and
that's good,
taking it from there. Yeah, trying to keep it organical, mechanical, and all that.
Hell yeah.
That's why I'm trying to highlight you guys for real.
That's commendable, bro. Good luck.
Thank you for calling.
Mess with the Dunn shows when he got all the organic clacks and all them dudes. Try to study those things like
you guys
that.
had
Man. Very
Dr.
great
Manningham
information,
before
man.
anybody knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the whole thing is, like keeping
Yeah,
it, the whole keep it simple, stupid method kind of stuck in my head from when I was a kid. You know what I mean? It was always like, it always goes back to KISS, man. I remember literally going in a circle because I tried everything. I went aeroponics and I was the first thing I had was General Hydro, like you were saying earlier, because I was the distributor of General Hydro.
GH.
I was the distributor in Holland in '95, so it was like.
Where's Larry now? Florida.
Oh, loving life now, but at that time it was like it wasn't even Larry. It was the guy from France who actually got me the product.
Oh yeah.
And then
Right.
I kind of knew Larry through this other guy, a friend of mine, and then but in general it was like that was like the only food that was really out there that you could do kind of professional feel to it. You know what I mean? And then later, now seeing how that's evolved into something. At the end of the day, I don't want to support it. You know what I mean? Not so much.
No, man, they just get rid of one of my BFFs, and I got a feeling
kind of like,
we don't have to go down that road right now. But
not even that. Just like that whole concept of just feeding the plants and trying to keep it all super duper clean. It's okay to a point, but it's also like not fun. I like the whole dirty. I like the whole idea of like if it's funky and dirty and it's working, that's awesome, because then it's like doing stuff. If it's funky and dirty and not doing stuff, that's terrible.
It works well.
That's not a good thing.
Crush it with
you guys have an anaerobic situation.
Ebb and flow.
But
3-gallon pod.
But I mean, I've seen people.
GH. Yes,
I've seen people.
Or blend, bro. Come on, like what? Like.
But I've seen people.
I'm not mad at that stuff. I'm not mad at the bottles. You know what I mean? But
no, it's not.
And they they do their job, that's for sure, and they help keep us alive.
I'm boycotting GH. Well, that's my thing right now.
I've already done that for a long time. My mom gets mad at me because she loves the just the organic kind of simple stuff like their root stuff and their kelp products are kind of like it's okay. It's not
kelp. Dude.
And it's stable and interesting, but at the same time, I was like, no, you can't buy it anymore. And she's like, why? And I'm like, no, you can't do it.
Turn out to who wants something in a bottle like Thrive Alive Green by Technoflora? I mean, for some Norwegian kelp, it's not. That's pretty decent. I mean, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I
mean,
there's always
I don't know, man. I try to get stuff that's, read the ingredients and keep like simple ingredients, just derived from kelp or.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, kelp's very important. You probably don't want a soluble kelp, though, right, guys?
There's a website that I used to use back in the day, Kelp for Less, so you can get quality kelp from.
Kelp for Less.
Kelp for Less.
Yeah.
Well,
Kelp for Less. Yeah.
If you look on a lot of the products, I mean,
we'd love to get our products in there, Kelp for Less.
And that's one of those things where it's just like source. It all depends on the source of the material and how much they rinse it and properly, and like if it's from China.
That's what I'm saying. That's why the Thrival Life is just Nova Scotian, whatever. So, I don't know. If I have one Technoflora product, it's that. I mean,
that's the one.
What's going on here? Thrival Life Green. I mean, just foliar with.
I'm wondering where we're walking to. Where are we walking to? We're going through the screen doors. We're on screen doors. We're moving.
We got tons of kelp over here in the Ocean State. We also got red tide, though.
Yeah, I mean.
Hey, I was just checking in with y'all, though, man. I'm gonna get back on the YouTube live stream. Appreciate y'all hollering at me, man.
Peace, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you.
All day, bro. Be good.
I'll be in touch for sure.
All right.
Y'all
keep
be good
holding it down in DC. Thanks, man.
Peace.
So, see, there you go. You're making sales right now on the show. Boom. I get you that 10% over here.
You guys want to definitely? I gotta peep this. I gotta peep this stuff too. I definitely. My biggest problem up here has been trying to get, quality amendments and stuff. And some guys out there, they think they're gonna start, shipping their whatever from Cali soil, and it's such a disaster once you start getting into shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
And
are you talking about like the lower grade potting soils?
Well, and
the ones that move.
Once one of the big guys grabs a hold of it, it turns to shit, micro batches and stuff of soil, I don't know.
Micro batches. So yeah, about 5
I
minutes
could
or so. We're gonna
I'm just not naming names is all I'm not doing right now.
No names, nothing, just nothing. Nothing.
Adam hasn't vetted me correctly yet, so I'm just like.
I know you could be the biggest spy on the network. Oh my God, that Mario guy. He went straight to the enemy.
No, the people are scared of me. They're like, I hope you don't say anything. I know that's what they're at right now, but I think that over here we have we've got the soil makers in Connecticut, which is similar to Builder Soil. We really don't have much going on in this state, and there is a need, So I'm trying to work on that now. So
we'd love to come out there, and any shows that you think that are important on the East Coast, we'd like to come.
Yeah,
to some
no doubt, dude. Adam
anything like that. Yeah.
We're both doing the Portland show too.
Adam comes to the important shows. I tend to go to those too. I don't there's some that
we're gonna do.
I just not.
We're doing Portland next together. Yeah. It'll be at the Indo.
What's that? That's the 4th and 5th.
Indo Expo.
Indo Expo. Shout out.
4th and 5th, is it? The days?
I think it's 4th and 5th.
Wait, of what? July?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no, August.
All right,
August.
September.
Oh, okay. I'll probably do that then. What about CannaCon this year, dude? I'm thinking about some stuff for that in Boston, like last year.
How big is that? Yeah, how big is that CannaCon?
Cool. Boston was cool, but it was weird because it was like there was so much more hard drugs there than I've ever seen, and it was just.
Well, I didn't go out at all.
I the vibe a little.
I felt like I was in Amsterdam back in like the '90s or something. It was just like rampant. You know what I mean? People were just literally
at the show and shit.
No. At the show, I saw a few dragging ass around the place, like give free shit. But no, for the most part, right when you walked outside, it was like people shooting up left and right, fucking doing.
What, dude? Yes. I pulled up. One of the reps handed me a drink, and he's like, "Here, finish this. I can't drink it." And I was just like, "Fuck it, I'll drink it." It was a scotch, and I went in.
Yeah.
I got yelled at for that one.
Roofied out, and then he roofied you. You woke up. You all woke up. It's like 3 days later, all roofied out. Like
walking funny.
What happened to me?
No, hell no, dude.
I've been violated.
I'm good. I don't let anyone near my dude. True. I see where you're getting at.
I can see now. Now you know.
Yeah. See where we're going with that.
Now you see the story.
The devil's advocate.
Okay.
I did not do that.
No. So,
no.
You and I, I'm sure people have noticed online that there's some bubbling going on in the industry right now. Like things are kind of in a weird vibe, which we can talk about. We're not going to sit here and be like that. We're not going to bash because everybody knows the industry and knows exactly what's happening. But at the same time, we're going to kind of like at least talk about the elephant in the room, which is the fact that the idea of consolidation and like taking over, like we're going to take over every aspect of it. You know, in my opinion, it's ridiculous because at the same time, you know, I always tell people the way to succeed is to like concentrate on something. Like, I mean, you can want to do everything. If you can want to do anything, it's cool. But do everything, that's cool. But at the same time, you know, be prepared to be like kind of like isolated by doing that. You know, by being the guy who does the front end, the back end, this and that. You know, at a certain point, people are like, well, wait a minute, there's nothing left on the bone for anybody else. And we have a pretty thriving industry at one point, and now, obviously, if you go to a grow shop, you're already like, I mean, you guys know.
That's where we gotta...
It's kind of like, you almost have to, like, redesign the grow shops into something like a...
They have to want to learn, bro. They gotta want to learn. They want... Like the grow stores, they don't know enough, man. They gotta want to learn, like, you know, and I want to help them.
The main thing we're finding is education. You have to educate everybody about why it's better to have pure, clean medicine.
Dude, when you start talking about like PAR and PPFD,
we may have
like,
Chris,
dude, what are you talking about? They're like, go fucking buy that light over there, the Plant Max or something. It's like, but you know, with like my store, Home and Hydro in Warwick, what I did was I started bringing everything from the Pacific Northwest east. So like whatever, like SLF 100 and like Microbe Life helped put them on the map. Like when Mammoth came out, Mammoth Microbes, all the microbe companies, I was
Shout out to Colin Bell.
What we got right now? We have Mario. We got Chris calling in from.
Oh, is Chris calling?
He's right here. I think he's right here. Are you here, Chris?
Yes, Chris is here. How's it going, guys?
How you doing, my
friend?
What's up, Chris?
What's up?
Yo. So we have the guys from Buffaloam in the house. Kind of a perfect thing. Harvest Gold, Silica, Buffaloam. We're covering a lot of bases. You know, if you looked at it, if you were in the beginning of phases of doing something, you'd be like pretty much almost there.
Things are coming full circle.
You'd be there right now. So
yeah,
everybody was super familiar with you.
I need JW to get on busy so we can hook up and do some great stuff together there.
I know we're trying for sure.
If
you guys are certified Omri now, right?
Not Omri.
I thought
USDA or something.
No, tell me about tell me about your.
Are you guys Omri listed now?
No, that's everybody's.
No. So
tell us.
What happened with our company is they applied for USDA certification. So they actually are approved for USDA certification. So they're approved organic listing, but they didn't get the Omri label, which we called Omri up. As soon as I heard about it, I talked to the company. We called Omri up because I've done business with Omri and other companies for years, and talked to them for a couple of minutes. And our label is pending now. But the great thing about it is, even if we're not Omri, you know, being that we're USDA certified organic, if you do have an Omri label, you can use our product in your product. You just have to call Omri and let them know.
Yeah, we're really interested in trying to make a blend with their products and then a couple other ones that we're working with right now as well. So you guys are really, we really support you guys.
Dude, that's pretty cool. You're the new Silica on the scene, man. And I've heard a lot of good things. This is Mario from.
So I got Mario from
Red Group
from Rhode Island with me, and then we have Chris from Harvest Gold Silica calling in. Are you on the road right now, or are you in the office, or what's going on with you, Chris?
No, I'm in the office watching you guys on the YouTube right now. I wish I could go to Denver, but my buddy Jeff, he's probably listening in right now. He's running the streets for me. He's out there in Denver taking care of the roads for me.
Exactly. I ran into Jeff the other day. Had a good day. Had a good quick lunch with him. It was funny because we both were kind of like lost because I had a meeting at a place that when we got there, they were literally scraping the sign off the place. Like, so it was there, but it was like on its way to its last seconds of being even identifiable, and we watched the guy scraping the sign off. So it was kind of funny. But we ended up eating next door at this other place, and I got a good idea about the products, but first of all, I want to talk about is like the location, because the first thing you hear is, okay, silica, then you see the sand, and you're kind of like, okay, and then he tells you the story, and you're kind of like, oh, this has got a lot of literally layers to it, right? So tell us about the
gold
extraction of the silica and what it entails. How is this product even come to light?
They kind of suckered me in over here because, I've worked for some of the bigger companies and I've worked for some of the smaller companies worldwide in organics. And they gave me this product back right before the Denver Expo and said, hey, Chris, try this product out. Would really like to get your opinion and come in. And basically what they told me is they had this mine in Congress, Arizona that opened up in 1884. And basically, John Owen, our CEO, had acquired the mine in early 2000s, and basically they had these mine tailings scattered all throughout the mine. And he bought the mine initially for gold, but then he started looking at these mine tailings, and he said, how can we clean up this place and create a sustainable product? So we brought some great geologists in, and they looked at it and they said, hey, these quartz deposits, if we fracture them, they're rich with all these micro and macronutrients, and they contain about 85% silica. So I was intrigued at first. I was like, wow. So you're talking about an organic silica that, is basically from the earth and dates back to 1884. And, I heard this story and I was like, I got to try this product. And it's an amazing product because it's different than most silicas. Most of the silicas we've all used them from Power Sci to OSH 28. Mm-hmm. They're all liquid. And most of them are created in the lab, so they don't even carry that organic certification. And their bioavailability is some from 50 to 80%, but they're a one-time use, and then you got to reapply them every 5 to 7 days. But with our silica, it since it's a mine tailing, it's a sand. You mix it in with the soil, which is why I like the Buffaloam guys. Would be a great partnership. Is you mix it in with the soil, and it's a one-time application. It's enriching your soil and making it better. Because we're fracturing quartz, you're getting these cross unique angular forms that are allowing more oxygen into the roots, and you're getting this water retention that's allowing for the micronutrients to break down, and you're getting better bioavailability at the end of the day, right? Mm-hmm. That's what we want.
I beta tested nanoparticles. Now, your soil your silica, right? This is Mario. And if you're using that, let's say in cocoa or other applications besides the living soil, I know I don't want to get off topic here, but you would do that, if it's containing micro and macro nutrients, like you're saying, right? Does that, right. It's 85% silica, so that still needs to go in your blend first, right? Because a lot of guys... They mix silica in and they end up, locking out half their newts, micronewts or whatever, and they don't know when the application rate or when you're supposed to apply it to your mix, right? Yours is filled with micro and macros. That's pretty fucking interesting, if you ask me.
Well, first of all, one thing, you couldn't use it in the same ratios, that's for sure. With the
no.
Yeah.
You know what interests me is what you just said is about the quartz. That probably brings in some really good energy as well. Some of that quartz from deep down.
Physical stuff.
Yeah, it's probably some good parabolic or.
I'm growing in core right now, and you can check out some of my stuff at Purple Haze Fader on Instagram. But I'm growing it in core right now, and basically, I set it up and. Although, I'm partners with another nutrients company right now, I'm running it with Nectar for the Gods. And
with Scott.
We love Scott
I'm seeing amazing results. I'll tell you, the plant structure itself has been twofold what I've got from a Power Sci. Put it that way.
All right, I'm building a facility over here with Nectar, and my boy wants Harvest Gold. He's one of my partners. He actually, before I called the show, I was on the phone with him. He brought you up. Adam brought you up, and then 2 other of my friends brought you up. So that's 4 people in my circle that brought you up in 3 days. So that's pretty legit.
You're on the radar. You're on the radar.
Please, somebody think I don't think myself as that important, but at least somebody's thinking of me.
Right, dude? Oh, well, silica's like to us, silica's important to me. I try to push it a lot. Like, I beta tested nanoparticle silicates for 2 companies.
Huh?
I had fun with those, and they'll get me on board to test them and all that stuff. But I know guys running your gear right now, and that are really, really like digging it. Like,
well, I think
think about it from a liquid standpoint, man. Think about how much labor costs you cut when you got to put the silica into your reservoir or reapply in the soil every 5 to 7 days. But think about how much labor costs you cut down from that. Think about how much money savings you get from that when you're only applying it once, and then you're just getting a leaching effect every time that you water. You can really cut your cost there.
You could. You're right about that. If you're feeding 3 times a day in cocoa though, that would be what like a recirculating system, flood table or something. Yeah. All right. Now, how the micronutrient content? How's that in it? It's pretty cool. It's got calcium and shit.
It's great because it contains. We all know the 17 key micronutrients that we need for cannabis, and it's kind of cool because it contains all of those. It contains the calcium, the magnesium, the sulfur, the iron, the sodium, the zinc. And, you're getting that, which is great because it is that soil amendment. Every time you water, you're getting that slow leaching effect of those micronutrients, right? Which is enriching that rhizosphere where the new, we've all known about it for years, but it's starting to trend in popular media. People are adding more mycorrhizins and more enzymes.
Yeah, dude.
That silica is really fortifying that rhizosphere right there.
We could, dude, that'd be pretty, I definitely want to get some over here, man, because, I was telling these guys, microbes, that's my thing, and silica actually, too. I push a lot. I promote a lot.
So the key question would be, can we hear it actually grow if we use the Harvest Gold Silica? Can we actually hear the plant grow?
Oh, yeah, you just got to put some headphones on there,
What kind of music is it like?
That was something we were talking about earlier.
It's like Jimi Hendrix, man. You played a little bit of Jimi Hendrix and it grows.
What was big back in 1884? No, what was it? Yeah, well, shit.
1884. I think they were playing like banjos and shit.
Oh, dude. Yeah, dude. A lot of my boys are talking about it. That's pretty cool, man. And you hooked up with Scott, too? Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Scott's done a lot for me. I brought I wasn't the first guy, but I was one of them that started pushing Nectar over here and South Cascade.
Well,
Newton.
Nectar was real.
I
was real minerally, you know what I mean? That's what I always noticed. Even the soil,
microbes and shit.
A lot of minerals.
And then OSA 28 and that whole thing with Vitalize, what they were fighting about, and I still use Facilitor. I just use it right now. I just grab some.
Right. Are you using it for the SLF 100, the Nectar?
I use it.
I'm not running Nectar like this minute, but we're building I got a cultivation center that we're building up over in Providence right now, and we're doing that. That's sort of my crew too. Like I brought SLF to the East Coast like originally, so yeah. So usually like. If I'm promoting something or running it, people, if it works, right? If it's gonna work, I'll stand behind it. If I stand behind it and it's a silica product, dude, I've been looking for one,
Right. I'm over here at YouTube and they're asking me, is this legit or not? And I'll tell you the one thing I'll tell you, legitness is that our CEO John Owen. He stands behind his product 100%. If you buy it, you don't like it, you know what? We'll just give you your money back. Hell, I even got sales reps that'll deliver your money back to you. That's how sure I'm that it works.
Yeah, I want to definitely try it, dude. We got I got a few spots right now we could run in, and a lot of my boys that are pretty big players, Adam's boys too, have been talking about it, and.
Yeah, I think it's one of the. I think it's one of those products. I don't know. I mean, what do you think, Chris? As far as I think it's personally, I would say guaranteed working in organic, and then if you wanted to fuck around with it in hydro, you might You might see benefits, but it also might get washed out, I think, wouldn't it?
We were talking about that, and we've got a couple of inside labs, and then we got an outside testing facility, LSA lab. Sherry K. McLean over at ISA Labs is testing it, and they've been fucking around with it in hydro, but we haven't really come up with the set baseline
application,
yet.
Right?
Yeah, because we put this stuff in water and we tested it, and it was like 400 ppm. And then we tested the ppm again 24 hours later, and the thing skyrocketed to like 1,800 ppm.
Classic.
So
that's the test. That's what I did as well, and I got the same results.
What, the red? Damn.
Okay, so there you go. You see, it's one of those classic,
And then I strained off the clay.
So you don't
the
have,
bottom,
you're basically eliminating your.
awesome.
I see what you're doing.
Sounds like a good idea until you do it, and then you're like
certain magnesium products you don't have to use anymore, and certain.
Right. Some of my friends that have a historic CalMag product that everybody uses, you can kind of eliminate that CalMag product by using our product as well.
The one that the nectar guys use, right? I know what you're talking about, I think.
Yeah, well, the nectar guys, they have two different CalMags, but even, just the standard salt-based calcium magnesium that you find in any hydro store, you can kind of eliminate that as well, too.
Yeah.
So that kind of works as well.
It's funny now. I have the reverse. Like how before sometimes I do my shows in Airbnbs. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt everybody right now. But sometimes I do my shows in Airbnbs, and then we're all paranoid because we're in an Airbnb. Now my landlord has started Airbnb next door, so now I'm in my own house, and I'm watching these Airbnb guys come up and get all like, "What the fuck's going on in there? They're doing something. They're making a porno or something. I don't know. Something weird's going on over there." And then they're gonna smell the weed and be all like, "But they don't look like they give a shit."
Jeez Louise.
It's funny.
I've been plugging Nectar a lot, but we actually we partnered with Global Gardens and Daniel Faison over there at Greenhouse Seeds Company. And they got a new bio-feeding program that's coming out. It's a powdered nutrient, and it's 100% organic. It's a one-time application, kind of like ours, leaching. And I'm getting ready to try that as well. Because my whole goal as a grower is, I'm tired of buying water, right? That's what we've done for so many years. I'm so over it.
Are you saying greenhouse, as in greenhouse seeds, the pooter fooding as they call it, because they're Dutch, pooter fooding, that one, or are you talking about something else?
Yeah, Greenhouse Seeds over there, the Holland company. We actually got, they wanted to partner with us because they've got a new organic bio-feeding line coming out where it's basically mixed into your soil, and it's a one-time feeding over a longer period of time.
Yeah, sounds...
Yeah, we'd have to find a way to, because in the Northeast, everybody's used to just, they use ProMix, or, I'm not going to generalize, but, guys used to feed it.
I feel you.
And,
I tell every grower, do what works what's best for you, right?
Yeah, no doubt. But, you want to promote that. And you want to sell that product.
I think the idea, if you're going to grow organically, then you think along the idea of, not of just adding maybe a couple teas during the run and that's it. You know what I mean? And then you're good.
Yeah.
And if you're going to grow, if you're going to grow with hydro, then you just fucking stick to hydro. It's really like I made the fatal mistake of trying to cross the streams a few times where I'd be like, it's kind of a bio-organic or and it just turned anaerobic and all fucked up and everything went wrong. Well, yeah, it worked for maybe one cycle, and by the second cycle, shit started getting weird because it wasn't made to do long-term organic hydro or some concept that I was thinking was going to work.
So, dude, it's like when people try to ask if they can run nectar in deep water. It's just like I get yelled at because I can't put up with those kind of questions. I'll take the lines clean with SLF. I'm like, dude, listen. I'm like, all right,
you ain't running that.
So,
no, but I will say, for your salt-based growers out there, I'm not a big fan of salt-based, but just, it's worth saying that your salt-based growers out there, if they're using Harvest Gold silica, they're going to get a natural filtration through that sand and silica. So, I'm an organic grower, but for those salt-based growers out there, it's going to help filter salts and clean out their soil.
That was the thing with SLF, dude. I had SLF sold everywhere around the country, in Europe, everywhere when it first came out, because you know what? I I told guys exactly what I was going to do for them.
You held guns up to people's heads and were like, "Buy this."
Oh, dude, we used to have competitions. I made everyone leave the store with a bottle of it.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam, why do you think I have Jeff out there in Denver?
Exactly, right? Yeah, for making deals people can't resist. I make you a deal you can't resist, OVs.
You know, I hate that word. When somebody tells you they're making you a deal they can't resist, you can't trust them.
No, of course. That's the worst. That's the worst.
Yeah, fuck that
intro line ever. That's like, wait a minute. You should respond at that point. You should have wait a minute. What is going on here?
It's so vital.
So
I've worked with companies before where they're selling, they're manufacturers and they're selling ingredients. At one company it's $16.99 and another company it's $79.99. It's the same damn active ingredient.
Yeah, same thing.
How the industry is changing. And I think that's a benefit to Harvest Gold Silica. They're just a startup company, right?
Uh-huh.
The good thing is they're trying to create something that's biosustainable for the environment, and they're not in it to get rich. Because I've worked, like I said, for many lawn and garden companies, both big and small, and most of these companies are in it because they see the money, right?
Yeah.
We're not looking for the money.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I mean, like what I was trying to ask in the very beginning was, when they're making this product, is it like a byproduct of the gold or of finding gold, or are they even trying to find gold? Or because he made it sound like they weren't even trying to do it.
We're not.
We're
not actually doing any gold mining. So it's been mined for gold for so long that there's a byproduct of the gold. It's a mine tailing, and it's just kind of scattered throughout the land. And basically what we're doing is collecting it up, and we're putting it through our own patented hydro wash. So we're washing this quartz and fracturing it through our patented process. And the silica is the byproduct of all those mine tillings. So we're essentially just cleaning up the land at this point. We're not mining for gold at all. We're cleaning up the land and creating an organic, biosustainable product.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and how many old mines are out there that need that?
And what's
what's unique about ours is that it used to be an old ocean bed thousands and thousands of years ago. So if you look at the mine tailings of our product versus, say, a mine in Utah, you're going to find a lot different micronutrient base, a lot different silica base. The fact that ours is an old ocean bed makes it more rich than something of Utah, per se.
Okay.
And as far as like gold mine situation, because like the other red flags that pop up when you start saying gold mine or any mine for that matter,
oil is
arsenic or other things that are leaching out of the soil in those areas. And is there any? I mean, I talked to Jeff and got an idea about it, but is there any?
There's no concerns with the arsenic, and we've had it tested, like I said, by third parties, because nobody believes in side testing. So we've sent it out to outside testing, and there's no heavy metal concerns, no arsenic concerns. So from an organic standpoint, they don't have to worry about using this product and then putting something like a PGR in their plant, a natural PGR. You don't have to worry about that. So it's kind of safe from that standpoint.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely want to hear more about this. Still, I want to get my hands on it.
Well, the part that seemed daunting to me at first was the 7 to 7 to 8.
The 1 to 7 ratio.
Yeah, 1 to 7 ratio.
The 1 part to the 7 part.
Yeah, it's quite a lot. So I mean, it's
right. That's quite a lot, but I can tell you, and I can send it to anybody who needs it, that we've seen the same, similar growth results from a 1 to 7 and a 1 to 16th ratio, right?
Yeah.
So, again, I say that 1 to 7 is proven from testing, but every grower is going to grow differently. I mean, think about it from a nutrient standpoint. Do we follow what's on the bottle, or do we do what we know is best? We'll do 1/4 of that. So
you just do it all.
It's really up to you as a grower.
We do it all. We do it all. So at the same time.
That's
how we do it. That's how we do it. We just like pour it all in there.
I mean, I can tell you 1 to 7, but does that mean you're going to do 1 to 7? It's really up to that individual grower.
Yeah, and I think like it's somehow amazing when you're mixing up soil, how like everything changes when you're actually there. You're like, at first you're all, we're going to do like this, and then at certain times, handful more of this or a little bit more of that. You're not.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah,
and everything, not really. You're not really. Everything's eyeballs, and you're not sitting there weighing it and being all nervous. You're just like fucking like you did it already before, so you just grab it. You go like 2 handfuls of that, a little of that, a shoop it of that, a shove it of that. You know what I mean?
Like, let's be honest. There are nights where you're like hanging out like this, and then you forget. Sorry.
There are nights where you forget.
I had you on the cough alert.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Finish. You got your nights.
I was just saying. So there are nights where you're mixing your soils and that kind of stuff, and I feel like you're putting in an ingredient and then you kind of forget. Did I put it in there? Did I not put it in there?
Put it in again.
Oh yeah, you double down. You fucked up all the time. You never know. I mean, or you do know. Sometimes you even know, and you're like, I fucked up. And somehow, unless some major shit happens, you're like, and that's what microbes are good for, and things like that too, where it's like they take care of all the fucked up shit that you do.
Exactly.
Right. If you have enough that activity going on. So, is there better water retention, I guess, with the silica product? I would assume, make bigger cell walls.
Yeah, being that it is that fractured quartz, you get these angular constructions, and they don't meet up. So you get that 40 up. We've seen up to 40% water retention, which is good. It doesn't mean that you necessarily have to water less, but that retention is allowing for more micro breakdown, right? Mm-hmm. So you do get that water retention.
And then
So.
And then also, how about reusing it over and over again with your soil? And if you're actually like.
So yeah, if you're recycling your soil, the great thing that we do is ISA Labs does soil tests. So if you're reusing your soil, after you do a run with us, send us a sample of your soil, and we'll actually test your soil and look at the silica content. We'll actually look at all the content of macro and micronutrients and see what's in your soil, and we'll send you back a recommendation and say, hey, I know you bought 2 ton or 3 ton this time, but being that it's a leaching product, you didn't use all your bioavailability, and you only need 1 super sack this time, or 2,000 pounds. So, it doesn't exhaust itself through one grow, which is great. And that's the benefit of the soil.
I'd like to try that.
We'll do your soil testing for you. Anybody out, if you're interested in knowing what's in your soil, send it my way, and I'd be more than glad to test it for you and tell you what your soil looks like.
There you go. That's
shipping soil is such a bitch, but I hear you. It just be a little simple.
Shipping's a bitch.
Shipping soil, dude. People
You just have to send a little mini sack of 10 samples or something.
Yeah, I know.
We have little samples too. If anybody would like some, you can ship out.
You can also go to our website. We give away free samples as well. So anybody that's listening that wants to try a sample, they can go to harvestgoldsilica.com and get a free sample. They can just request a free sample. We'll send it right out to them.
Boom, you heard it here live, harvestsilicagold.com.
That's pretty badass.
Adam Dunn Show. Mention Adam Dunn Show, maybe we'll send you 2. No, who knows?
Everybody keeps asking me, hey, your product, if it works and it's good, can you produce it as fast as you can sell it? My mine manager wanted me to throw it out there that he can actually produce it faster than anybody can sell it. So,
the challenge has been submitted.
I'll throw
the gauntlet down.
The challenge is on.
Yeah, and I mean,
grows out there.
And
the black glove gauntlet, the black glove.
If you get me that to the East Coast, you'll see some shit with that.
So Green Farms is going to be. We're going to be repping this product as well. So.
East Coast contact. Let me hook you up with my East Coast contact. Give me a call because he can get it out there to the East Coast real easy, especially the Northeast.
All right, great.
And you're going to be able to hit up Bryan and just give him a call, and we're going to be repping this product as well.
I'll link up right after the show. Don't you worry, guys.
I get a hit of a bunch
I get 10%, over here.
Everybody gets
over here. No, I'm just kidding, guys. No, but we'll make sure everybody gets connected. Yes.
We talked to Bryan at the Indo Expo, man.
Yeah, we've been talking for a while.
Hey, and kudos to your booth, by the way. That was well thought out. You were able to have a lot of people stand there and look at the soil, and it just made sense. There was a lot of booths there that would seem like they just weren't thought out, and there were people there just sitting on their phones with a $30,000 booth.
Yeah.
So they, seems silly to.
Well, no, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Well done.
This team's a really good team. We're not here to make money. We're really passionate about what we're selling. We love what we're doing. We're not doing it for the money. We're here because we believe in it. And we want to do the best we can to really bring it to the audience and really help them out, because that's what's important at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know.
So when I come out there, Adam, are you gonna take me to lunch out somewhere? I'll pay for it, but take me out to one of those cool Denver spots out there.
Oh yeah.
Since you already had lunch with.
Exactly.
Maybe we can get Jay up to along, Bryan along as well.
100%. No, we'll definitely link up. So, as we were kind of dancing around the subject, might as well talk a little bit about it, because when we had a little discussion the other day, and when I was driving along, and I think our discussion got quickly deeper because of the fact that, like you said before, you've just started helping these guys out, but you've been in the industry for, like you said, 15 years, and in a way, I mean, you had some pretty big jobs, which were, when you were telling me, I was like, well, yeah, shit. Of course, it's almost like, it's like a lot of things. When you're in something that's bigger, like right now, if you worked for Canopy or one of those big groups like that, it'd be like, ears perk up because you're like, oh shit, those guys have a lot of money. That's a big thing. But you were working for, like you said, some big corporate kind of minded people, and one of the subjects we talked about was Home Depot, because that's one of the things that I look at as like the link between the evil and the where the bar is set. You know what I mean? And there was a moment in time about, I'm not exactly sure, but I think you know exactly, when there was like a push to kind of aim for growers, and it didn't work. It kind of like was a big.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It was a big failure. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you were.
Yeah, it started.
Can you explain a little bit more what we were talking about? Just because it was pretty fascinating to me, because I was already like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool, especially to know that somebody else in the inside already knew it was going to fail, like you were telling me. So just tell us.
Yeah, because it started back in 2013. I lived on the East Coast, so I went to school in Wilmington, and big corporations moved me out to San Francisco, and I come out there, and I was helping marketing and brand. Look at all these companies out there. One of the fixations that the company I worked for was, they had a fixation on Fox Farm at the time, and they love the Fox Farm soil, they love the Fox Farm nutrients. So we started looking at that and working together, and they said, well, how can we bring this to mass market?
Yeah,
so we started developing ideas, and so we worked on it for about 2 years, and then I ended up launching a product at the Home Depot. And you kind of look at something and you go, yeah, that's not going to work. But when you've got millions and millions of dollars, you're like, okay, well, I'm going to buy my way. And I think that that's what happened with the market, is they tried to buy their way into the mass market through cannabis, and it didn't work. People kind of looked at it and said, yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
It's definitely not going to happen at Home Depot, bro. I mean, people even know what they're selling there? Like,
well, the thing is, there was a moment in time. There was a moment in time where I'm sure everybody who doesn't not people who are in the industry, but people who are not in the industry, is like probably their first go-to thing. They'll be, that's where they're buying their PVC, and that's where they're buying their buckets, and they're buying their other stuff. So you're already buying shit there. So if it just happens to be at the end cap, as you're walking towards the front, and you see something that caught your eye, that actually was cheap enough and effective enough. So I mean, I guess at this point in time, since now you're not working there anymore, most of the people who live in America, who listen to the show at least, probably saw your product if they're growers, and probably scoffed at them. And maybe one or two of them might have bought it. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know, one guy.
Maybe there was very slow movement on it. It was funny because I think advanced nutrients is the best, but it was that tomato product that wasn't tomatoes. And I even had regional market managers that Home Depot, don't bring your cannabis shit into our stores. We don't want it. I had people putting it up in the overheads in Eastern Washington. So it was, it was definitely a money push over doing something good for the industry.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we could do?
What
is we haven't said the name yet. We haven't actually said the name yet, right? So what we could do? What we could do, because didn't we want to do like didn't we want to do a giveaway of some of this stuff? some of the silica stuff?
Yeah. Somebody can name what I'm talking about, or
Oh yeah.
Can we? One of us name it? Do we get a win?
No, stop.
We're not allowed to do that.
No, we're not saying anything.
I almost spit it out just so I can't stop
don't
talking.
spit it.
Well, I don't follow the rules, so I say let's do it.
Yeah, no, let's just talk.
Who came up with the name?
Let's get a guess. I don't know what it is. I mean, my guess is probably not
Well, it
right.
wasn't me that came up with the name. No, don't worry about it. I didn't come up with the name. It was somebody back on the East Coast.
I can't
if you want
believe
to
it.
dial 720-310.
I just can't believe that was the name. Dude,
8237. You can say the name, and then
Say the name.
if you can say it, you will win. How much are they going to win? This is like a pound, right, or something like that. What is this?
It's heavy.
That's like
That's a 3-pound bag. If they say it, we'll give them a 3-pound bag. That'll do a couple of 1 gallon.
Give them at least that. At least, yeah.
We'll give them at least that.
We'll give them at least
I'll
that.
tell someone to call in.
Well, yeah,
Give me
somebody
a-
should call. You don't have to.
Who
You're
wants to
trying to
do
get
it?
free shit. Is that what you're trying to do? Mario's like, I can sell
Try to
that.
get someone local to get
I
it.
can
No,
flip that.
I'm sure I'll get some.
I can get it back and flip, flippity flap it out.
Oh, you're going to
of
get
that.
some anyway. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
All right, so if you call to 720-310-8237, tell us what the hell we're talking about, because we don't know.
Yeah, let me check.
Even half the people in this room
Yeah,
don't know what we're
let me
talking about.
check
They're like, what are they
the,
talking about? And you will know that you know.
They got smiles on their faces.
What we know.
Yeah,
They
that's all
looked
that
it up on
matters.
Google.
If they know the name of the product, we'll give them a 3-pound
I'll
bag.
have Theo call in.
If they can name the parent company, I'll send them a 1.25 gallon pail.
Holy shit!
Oh.
Parent company.
If they can call out the parent company, if they can call out the parent company, I'll send a 1.25 gallon pail.
I'm gonna do that.
Wow, look, everyone's confused up here. It's like do.
Waiting for someone to call in.
Someone.
Come on, man.
Google.
Somebody knows what we're talking. Maybe nobody's listening. Maybe we have no one.
No,
Are we on the
they're
air?
just
Are we on the air right
intimidating.
now?
I'm like,
Are we
call
on the
in.
air? Are we on the air right now? I don't
Get on your Instagram and do some research, guys. Come on. You guys are tech savvy.
That's all right. We're not giving any clues either, because if you give one clue, it's over. I can think of 10
But
clues.
if they just go to my Instagram, they'll be able to find the answer.
Oh my
Shit.
God! Well, they only know you. They only know you as Chris.
Yeah,
I didn't give you
it
your
was-
last name. I didn't give your last name up yet, so I kept you secret.
No. I gave it earlier in the show. Figure.
Oh, there you go. Back to rewind the show to win
Rewind.
the bucket.
Back.
Bucket's bucket is a killer win just because you get the bucket, dude. That's like a double win right there. I mean,
You know it's a quality product when it comes in a bucket.
Buckets are like when you buy stuff and it comes with its own case, and you're like, I love this thing because it came in its own case. It was stupid. It was a laser fucking bullshit thing that would measure or something. But if it comes in its own case, you may hang on to it for like an extra 5 years just because of that stupid little fucking case. Sweet cases is what I used to buy shit for all the time. So now that everybody doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about, obviously, because otherwise they would have called in and won all this incredible stuff. What is the ultimate goal of that mine right there? Is it like, or that even mine? I guess it's not even a mine if you're collecting it on the surface. Are you guys cruising around in big trucks?
No, it's not mining right now. Our goal right now is, and John's committed to just cleaning up that whole region, that mine that he bought, and at the same time he's cleaning the earth, and that's the goal, is to run out of the mine tail. I don't know if that's possible or not.
Mammoth?
What is the estimated amount of quartz or whatever you guys are pulling up?
Wow. Over $1 billion pounds.
Billion. You have to do it like that.
A billion.
Billion pounds.
1
billion.
1 billion.
1 billion.
They're making a Dr. Evil movie.
I know.
Well, they want to.
It's all about this. It's about this gold mine. It's totally about this gold mine. Schmelting.
Think about that, though. And for every pound that somebody buys, they're doing something good for the earth. They're helping clean up the earth.
Yeah. Unless then they're illegally dumping it next door in their neighbors. It went from saving the earth to illegal dumping, all in a heartbeat. Bro. It can happen. What was okay? So I saw some amazing. I did see some amazing claims on the clone situation. What was going on with that? What was going on with the big claims? Faster, bigger, more.
So what we're seeing, with the clones, we're seeing a 25% increased growth. 25% increased growth from clone to teen. And, it just kind of goes back to what we talked about. One, you've got that basically starter fertilizer in our HGS Just Natural. You've got those macronutrients. But, when you're adding that in, that silica, what you're doing is just strengthening the cellular structure, one, of the plant. But two, you're strengthening the rhizosphere. And the stronger the rhizosphere is, the faster the microbes can do their job, the faster the roots can grow.
Oxidate, bro.
Yes, sir. The cookies and the cake.
Let's do it.
So who's got the beard? So who's got the beard? And do you guys have this real person, or is this like one of those Jolly Green Giant situations? Is there a guy that has a giant white beard that actually works for this company that you can throw out there like Burt's Bees or something? You got to do it if you got this. I said you got to have a guy with a big white beard in this. I guess you have to hire somebody just to be the guy, right? If you're gonna have him on the brand.
You mean JW?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, I was trying to get him. I'm trying to work on it. You can't jump 10% to me. 10%. 10% over here.
Costs a lot of money.
Call.
Lots of money.
It looks a little like Farmer Tom.
Percentage of the company. Let's see, what? 35%.
Farmer Tom's going to sue you.
No, 25%. I'll take 25.
People think I'm trying to promote a Home Depot product on Facebook. She's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Sorry." I'm like, "Just call the number."
She thinks. Oh, she thinks.
No, I think JW is perfect for farmers, John.
There you go.
There you go.
I already do that.
So,
nice.
I got to get some overalls.
What'd you say? 25% increase from clone and teen.
Yep. And I'll tell you, I'll put this challenge down to anybody. I was on a farm.
All right.
Challenge time.
No,
Gauntlet.
Anybody.
Pink
slips all day long. Pink slips all day long.
What's the challenge?
I told the last greenhouse that I was on the other day, and I'll throw this down to you too, is if you don't see that 25% increase when used correctly through application, I'll throw you a free 2,000 pounds. Just throw it your way. I don't care.
All right. I document everything, bro.
Your way.
I have. I'm actually on a pheno hunt right now.
He's already tried.
And
this is the O.
I want to try.
You want to try to get people calling for that?
On the show.
Anybody know what that is?
Want you to do that.
Anybody know what he's about to do?
Anybody know what I'm about to smoke? Hey, listen, guys. You ever heard of THC? What is it? O?
THCO.
THCO. Have you heard of that yet?
THCO, yeah.
Yeah, you have? Try it yet?
People think I work for Hawthorne now because of this shit. What do you think?
Oh, don't give away this. Oh my god.
Sorry. All right.
Yeah,
what are your thoughts on this, Chris?
We were talking about the acetates for the THCO.
Yes, sir.
Is that where we were?
Yeah, we're bouncing all over today.
I was trying to smoke some, and I figured before I smoked it, I should ask somebody about it, but I guess I'm too late. What's going on?
What is it now?
I'm trying to find out.
THC, it's an extraction from a butane hash oil. It's a THCO.
I have the High Times
it's kind
article
of like,
up
it's kind of like leathery, kind of
doesn't taste very good.
Weird flavor. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mark is saying he heard it up to 10 times. I've heard
so yeah, I got the High Times article right here, and hold on, let's answer this call real quick.
I mean, it's got a weird
and it said with THC crystals reaching close to 100% THC, we didn't think we could get much stronger. That is until we discovered THCO acetate, another psychoactive cannabinoid, said to be 2 or 3 times more potent than the THC we're accustomed to. If that doesn't sound intense enough for you, the THCO acetate is made from THC in the same way that heroin is made from morphine.
Yeah! Woo! No wonder it tastes so good.
Maybe you should have read that off before.
You should have read that before you hit it.
I knew it was going to
read the warning label.
The last part, heroin. I knew that's all I heard.
The CIA's probably buying the silica.
All right, so we got.
Hey, throw some silica on top of that and hit it.
Who we got on the line?
Yeah.
Somebody new?
We got two. Hey, are we talking about the Harvest Gold silica?
We are talking about that right now.
Yes.
Hello.
Tell me what you want to hear.
Yeah, I was calling in for the product. I was seeing if we're looking for the higher ground development.
Black Magic
company.
Black Magic.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
You got me.
Oh, What'd you
Yeah, I
use?
did it. I won.
Fucking Ouija board stuff, man. What's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so higher ground development is our parent company, yes.
Oh man, you really nailed it.
Who's this?
You got that one. You doubled down. You got the bucket.
This is Robert Gaines.
You got the bucket.
The fact that
That was
guy
like
knew
10
that,
minutes
we
of
need to
Google
take
work,
his
though.
information and
Right?
get him to sleep.
10 whole Google minutes.
Yeah, I got to
time.
thank Google for it.
Thank
He even says it. Yeah.
Mari Napoleon.
Thank you, Google.
Almonds.
And Apple. Yeah, you think
And
Apple?
I got
Apple
shout out, happy birthday to Adam Dunn, man.
Hey, thank you. No
Happy
problem, bro.
birthday.
Yeah, buddy.
Glad you nailed it. I didn't even know that. I was at Hoffman.
He had to throw that.
I need to definitely get. I want to try this thing. I'm just trying to get free shit. So I want some
Mario,
more
you're not
stage
supposed to call to get
magic.
free shit. That's not the whole point.
No, I know. I don't. Here's what I do. I send samples out all around the country to everyone. Like I was the SLF sample guy, Photo Plus, everything.
And now the days are drying up. It's drying up lately or something. Is that what's going on?
I
mean, it's got something.
I just take care of growers.
You don't want hay more
That's like what I do for fun when I'm not working.
Like heroin, though.
But
not now.
But I wonder how that would work in a
Stop
well
drilling out.
because I get a well at this spot.
What happened now?
You know, you try it in that well, and then you let me know how that works out, man.
I'm ready, bro. I mean, the TDS goes down in the summer because I'm at like the bottom of a valley. I got two guardians that are reading differently right now. That's real cool. I'm looking at them. But no, my plans. Dude, this house. The water over here is great. I don't know. They love it.
I think it's good to call out too. And I mean, pretty much everybody's aware of it. But you know, if you're on that no pesticide, especially in states like Colorado, California, Oregon, and Washington, silica is important because you can cut down on your silicas, or in your pesticides in general, man, by strengthening the cellular structure.
Oh, your stem wells, yeah, dude.
I always hear Adam talking about pumpkins and powdery mildew.
I call it HGH.
I figured I'd throw that out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude. I just dumped out a gallon of Silica Blast and the sodium silicate. Don't spill that on a cut. Whatever you do.
Do you remember when they had the crushed silica that you could kind of like? It was more like chunks. It was like kind of like you could grow in it and do weird shit. And I tried to grow 100% that for a while, thinking I was gonna change the world. Change the world, bro. Silica.
Rose stones, recycled glass.
Grown in pure silica. And it was like it kind of worked, but it was too wet and weird, and everything washed through. And I don't know. It's hard to stabilize. It was exactly what you were talking about earlier. Going at 400 and turn it into 1400 after like an hour. You'd be like, what? 251. We got 251. We got, now we're getting blasted because it's my birthday, so we're gonna get interrupted.
It's a question, everybody.
251.
These people
251.
Someone already won it.
Somebody already won it, but let's hear it. What you got?
No, it's just all people. Someone already won, but call in. I'm gonna say.
Come on, who we got?
It's all these people thinking I'm selling Home Depot, and it's.
You just ruined your whole reputation.
Call the show, somebody. They're all going Black Magic, fucking trolled, LOL, blaze it, F the police and the courts. Like, who are we trolling? I'm in. There's like 40 comments on there.
You got ruined on that one. Okay, so let's go back to the whole beginning of that story. So you were working for this company. They said, hey, make this bullshit for fucking Home Depot. You were like, okay, I'll do it, whatever. And then at the end of the day, you were like, oh, this is probably pretty bad. And then all of a sudden you were like, ugh, can't believe I did that. And then you left, and that was pretty much it? Or kind of like, was there, or you got fired?
Over the years, no. The great thing is I still have a great relationship with the guys that work there, right? All the guys that work there are great, and everybody has a different situation. But, for me, I wanted to do something better for the environment, and I've always had this idea since I got out of the military of creating, organic products, and I've kind of followed that mold in my personal cultivation. And, I'm working for this company, and then, things just kind of change, and you're like, okay, well, I finished my degrees now, and I'm putting food on the table on a whole. I've got an opportunity. And, I moved over to a large organic company that's big in Europe, the largest organic company in Europe, and they did great for me. And, that's kind of where I shifted gears. But, everybody's got to put food on the table, but you got to look at yourself at the end of the day and say, I'm putting this out there. And is that what I want to do with it?
Yeah, and the whole thing is you can always change too. That's the key to the whole thing. Like some people that are in the industry that we've had butted heads with along the way were people that kind of were telling us at a certain moment how this is how it is and all that. And I was like, not really. It's really not how it is. This is how you think it is.
How it is
and
at all.
And then all those people don't have jobs anymore, and so they're gonna and they're gonna, at the same, they just lost all their jobs. So at the same time, you're like, okay, well, that's how it is. If you get corporified, you know what I mean, to get to the point.
In my 8 years of working there, I've watched my 8 years of working with that company. I've watched people just get thrown out. Great people, good people, for no reason at all.
Dude, yeah, man. I had reps calling my phone this week. I'm not going to name names, but they're like, I hope you don't go to work for the enemy. And then all that shit went down. And,
it's
because they still hit me
up. A lot of those guys just recently got laid off too. Some of them were my friends.
Oh yeah, that's like some. Yeah.
Well, that was the whole thing.
Look at Ken.
It was a shakeup. It was a shakeup for sure, and it was one of those things where people at the end of the day are too talented. You're not even too talented because there's not that much talent in the industry of just being there that long, but have been around long enough that their connections are huge, and pretty much they can make or break a company if they rolled in, and that's kind of.
Well, it's sad. You've got people that work there that are at the executive level, and they look and they say, well, I know I'm here for 5 years, but after 5 years, I got to for a new job.
Well, they told me.
Stopping block.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, what kind of sense does that make, right?
Well, yeah, not much. I mean. They're trying to total overhaul, revamp their image.
We all know what the end game is, I knew it when I was working with several companies, this merger that just happened, I've been calling it out. I've been saying, we know it's going to happen.
Yeah,
No, but yeah, this shit was going to happen regardless.
Yeah, and they have their eyes set on me still, and they have, and I talked to Adam about it, and I'm not about to do that right now, obviously. So I'm actually offering an alternative to them now. I can't get too loud with it yet, but in a couple of weeks I'll be able to reveal more. But
until now it's a mystery.
It's a mystery, dude. People spying on me, but it's gonna be. We're gonna do some fucking damage, dude. But good kind,
Well, hit me up because I'm here to help. I love doing damage, man.
Dude, let me know, man. I mean, I want to talk to you anyways. I want to talk to all you guys. I'm trying to put a catalog together, and I want to represent my guys who I want to represent. And some of the guys you guys mentioned earlier, I've been in discussions with already. Like, I want you back on my team and stuff, Well, unfortunately, I'm in a contract till November. I don't want to, what I'm saying. And so... I think with our network, Adam and I, just what we have the power to do, just to grow it.
Bro, we're conquering the whole world.
20%.
We got the whole
20% of the world.
We got the globe, dude. I'm not confident at having Adam now. Is just what's up? Who wants
that's what I'm looking at. Who
wants to do a podcast out of their house?
We'll take them all.
Yeah.
We're more than welcome
to see outside the window.
We'll offer jobs to anybody that wants to make a difference.
Squirrel. Yeah, he's already got squirrel syndrome.
I want to get these products to global. I'm trying to get them around the globe. Everywhere. This.
We want to do that too, Mario. For sure.
What's that?
We want to do that too, sir. We want to link up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're going to Spain and shit, I think, in September, right? Bringing
sand to the beach is what you guys will be doing from with the gold silica.
Very clever.
Bringing sand to the beach everywhere you go. Here you go, guys.
Give me a shirt. I want to wear it.
Yeah, you like that?
Free shirt.
Free shirt.
You know what I mean? I haven't been. We were
Mario's here for the free shirt. Literally,
didn't send us.
Free what? Free who?
A free shirt.
Free Mario.
So how many people on the team right now with you guys for the silica stuff?
With Harvest Gold Silica?
For Harvest Gold. Yeah, I know Jeff. I met Jeff and you, and then you got a couple of other.
Yeah, you got Jeff, and then you got Jed and Mark over at Cultivation. So Jed and Mark hold up Cultivation, and then you got me over running sales. We just hired 2 new sales reps in California. So we're growing, but we're a small team of 10. We're looking to add people as we grow. You know.
Nice.
How's your presence over here in Northeast?
You know, in the Northeast, Jeff was just over there. He was fortunate enough to attend the Hemp Expo up there in Albany. But we're looking to definitely break into the Northeast. And Jeff lives in Florida, so that would be a great connection.
Help in New England, I mean, I'm just letting you know, or really anywhere for that matter.
Mario's your guy.
Yeah,
well, what are you looking at?
I get around, bro. Huh?
You have Massachusetts, Maine, New York. That's the area. We gotta get broken into that area. So you know.
Well, bro, that's what I'm very.
I want it all, bro. I want it all.
Yeah,
I'm negotiating
like
for you, Mario. Mario takes
know?
it all. I just take it all, my friend. Give me it all.
I like challenges, but right now I'm looking for companies.
Well, Rhode Island is too small to be like the spot. You can't only have Rhode Island, or you're fucked.
Hell no, dude. I'm talking everywhere, dude. I mean, look at the last job where we were. We were in Colombia almost. Well, you may still be, but you know, Spain, everywhere, everywhere, dude.
Everywhere, man.
I put those lights on the map, but then I couldn't get behind them enough. So.
No. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to see that one happen, but.
Well, yeah.
So in general, though. Definitely, whatever reach you already have in your Northeast quiver, you should definitely get some of this product into their their hands, and just into the right hands. You know, you want to go to the great grow shops too, because soon they're all going to be like sunlight slaves. Must buy sunlight. It's going to get weird.
Well, and that's what
it's going to get real.
A lot of. I've kind of passed on that. You know, I can dial them at any moment. And, you know, that's not the avenue I'm looking to go.
Well, it's going to be one of those weird. It's going to be one of those weird.
No.
Like before, it was already weird with hydrofarm and sunlight, and now it's like super weird because never really liked hydrofarm. I mean, hydrofarm was kind of cool back, I guess, in '77 when they started, and they had some vibe, but you know, lately it's been like always leaning on the sunlight side because they seemed a little cooler with the weed, but now all of a sudden it's like, oh no.
Well, hydrofarm's got that dual department too. You know, they got their hydroponics department and then they got their lawn and garden department. You know, and it's like two separate companies within a company.
Of course. And they're totally corporate. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They totally are. Yeah. We got
corporate.
Yeah, commercial facilities that I got my hands in everywhere. I'm trying to once we launch. You know, Adam and I work very well together, and you know, the products that we
translate everything he says.
We'll want to get in.
So I'm like, is that what he meant?
But that's a couple weeks away. Sitting here waiting, you know.
So
we're glad to help you out along the way.
What's that, bro?
I said we're glad to help you out along the way. You know, whatever we can do to create a partnership, man. You know, you scratch.
I'm game, bro. I'm totally game. We got to talk, Mark. Definitely. I definitely, you know.
I got like four. I got like 4 little plants. I got to transplant later too, so it's perfect. I'm gonna use your stuff right after we get off the show.
I got these muffin tops from Odie. Dude, they're beasting.
Yeah.
So I'm germing those right now. I got some fire. I need some more of your stuff. Yeah. I got those spearheads, dude. I don't even know what those were. They're ridiculous. Like in 7-gallon pots, dude.
Coming to get you. Getting those keywords. Here
I wanted like 5 packs.
Muffin top.
Well, you know, I've been
let muffin top through, but he didn't let anything else through.
Not like that.
Just like what? Let's see.
Somebody said the live feed froze.
I think it did. Live feed froze.
My live feed's going still.
There.
Just want to make sure.
This guy's freezing now. Mario, you're gone. Is Mario there? No. Yeah, Mario's dead though. I think. Nope, there he is. He's alive. He's bubbling.
What?
It's like.
Did I leave?
Yeah, you were drowning there for a second, dude. You were gone.
My phone, really? What the fuck? I'm on the house phone too.
Dude, shouldn't it never come off?
Better?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So, but did we lose Chris?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, good. We're all here. It was just a Glitch in the Matrix.
I'm drinking my cocktail, enjoying the conversation.
Oh, good.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking my cocktail, 1942, Don Julio.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Oh, what the fuck? It's my birthday.
Hey,
You're
too,
drinking celebrating my birthday. Thank you very much.
$1,800 bottle of wine.
It's all right.
Back in my military days, I spent some time in Mexico, so I do enjoy my tequila.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I can't really go near it, but
yeah, you were like, yeah.
I was watching Adam. I don't drink that much, but we had that table at the after party, and Adam comes up and gets some orange juice. I hadn't drank in like 8 months. I was like Maker's Mark, and then to vodka. I'm just like, okay. I was
breaking all the rules. I was like,
dude, driving around Brooklyn the next day like a jellyfish, dude. That like bringing like a jellyfish, whatever that string cheese song, felt like that.
Well,
let's go sightseeing.
You broke every rule.
Yeah.
You were mixing up colors and out of order and all that shit. So,
I don't know what the hell we were doing.
I know.
We should go get some Julio. That's crazy.
Yeah, you got these guys all worked up for the Julios.
Nice.
And he wants it. Look at them. They're all itching now. The whole room's itching. I quit drinking, so I don't give a shit. I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
They hear, oh, Don Julio.
I was like, I gotta do what he's doing.
I enjoy my cocktail every now and then. I enjoy my smoke, but I enjoy my cocktail. As long as it's not cookies.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Dude, in Vegas, I was drinking Macallan. What is it? Like the dry oak. What was it? It was like $200 for an ounce pour. Well, I don't know why I was doing that. That was stupid. But
nice light.
That was the last night. Trying not to work. Sitting at the bar by myself.
That's why you're doing it. That's the pain.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you going to be repping any other brands other than the Harvest Gold?
No, at the moment, I'm just repping the Harvest Gold, kind of doing something that I like right now. I don't have the pressure on me. I can kind of enjoy what I'm doing and really help the community out. Coming from the corporate structure, I'm kind of enjoying just not having to play that whole game right now.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it right now on the table here, sitting next to the Buffaloam, and I'm like, it's a very good combination as a sort of starting point for a small time, thing.
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm thinking, and that's why I need JW to call me, man, because I think that we got a great partnership there. I think the products complement each other very well.
Beautifully. Beautifully. They look almost like they're made
We're ready
for each other.
Yeah, he's already the mascot.
I love that Soil Live.
mascot.
That Soil Live stuff is great. JW Soil Live, I really appreciate that product, and I think that our product would complement it well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we want to mix it in. We want to make a whole soil mix with it. We just haven't, since we just bought the company, we just haven't been able to introduce new products yet. So as soon as we're going to have biochar, your product, and we're going to have a few other things in there as well. So we're going to have a full product.
You gotta put glasses. You gotta change the label. You gotta put glasses on him, or else everyone's gonna think he looks like Farmer John, Farmer Tom.
I just gotta get my logo on there somewhere.
Just put his glasses on there.
Farmer Tom. Oh, that guy.
He looks just like Farmer Tom too. So Farmer Tom's gonna be like, "That's me," and you're like, "Nope." Glasses.
He's in Boston.
He's a good guy.
No, he's fine. But I'm just saying, it definitely could be misconstrued, but with some glasses now.
Lettuce Farm.
Yep. Yeah, so you have to adjust the label, baseball hat, and sunglasses.
You should be do the crazy miner guy on there, mining bugs.
Is Harvest Gold going to be at a lot of the expos for the rest of the year?
Yeah, so I have, there's definitely some expos that we're going to be at. Indo Expo is a partner of ours, so we'll definitely be at the Indo Expo. Another shout out to Indo Expo.
Yes,
and,
absolutely.
I'm looking at some other expos, you always got to ask yourself, and it's just me, maybe I've been in the industry for so long, is you got to be strategic about these expos because, some of them are great, but then, other of them I think are just a little diluted, so I'm very strategic in how I choose my expos.
That is very
some are just silly.
Some, most actually. I mean, the problem
most are. And
I want to shout out Canagro Expo. They're I think up and coming over.
They were the one that was over by the airport. We usually do by Stapleton.
Oh, this one was out in Palm Springs.
Yeah, okay, but did they do one here, one small one here?
I think they did.
Yeah,
like out off I-70.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wanted to throw something out there for you Colorado guys. I was talking to my partner yesterday, and he was out there on the road, and a couple of people threw at him, in Colorado, Omri was required. That's not required out there in Colorado. Just
no way.
No. See, yeah.
It's only required by people that really care about what they're going to smoke.
But the certification that you guys got is this is good. It's
Absolutely.
Not better
There's a lot of good certifications.
Yeah, so
it's like USDA, so it's already it lets it be used over everything that it's like a ingredient now for what Omri allows.
Right. No, and I've had the Omri certification in the past, and I know how it goes. But my guys have just kind of been hitting a brick wall, and people were saying, "Well, you're USDA certified, but you're not Omri," and I don't think people understand that it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
And Omri will allow us to put your product mixed with ours.
Right. What are you guys' opinion on the new clean green certification from
Mammoth?
From a federal level for cannabis? What do you think about that?
I saw where Mammoth P just got it as well.
Yeah, Colin. I know Colin Bell over there. Yeah, he just got it. He's spreading fast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're putting
the
our
girl I
paperwork
worked
for
at my
that.
store works. Yeah, Erica Denier. Shout out to Erica. She worked at my store, and she works for them now.
Oh, does she? Yeah, we just talked to Erica last week. Erica's seen our product and wants to do something with us as well.
Yeah, I work with them a lot too. They're like family. I mean, Nick, he's like my brother. I was the first guy to bring them to the East Coast. Actually, I called Colin when he was coming out with it. And I was the first with it over here, and the first with the gallons. That was funny, just because they were like $700.
Nick's my boy. I like Nick. He
Nick, yeah.
Out the back, Jack, or what?
Wait, what? Nick don't work there?
Well, dude. Nick's got his own. He's got his own thing going on right now. Nick Cozy,
I get it. He's hanging out with Snoop Dogg, dude. Like in the studio. Yeah, Maybe he's doing freestyle. I could hit him up, dude.
That guy's a baller. He's got it going on.
That's my boy, bro. Yeah, dude. I haven't talked to him in a minute.
There you go. Probably not in the studio.
Can we get him on the phone?
I would say that's
could we get him on the phone?
I'm not going to call him right now.
Oh, Mario, come on, man.
In the studio. I'm in the studio. You can just fake it, dude.
Straight up salesman.
Erica.
Never put it.
Yeah.
Man, let me look. I'm looking at Expo Grow. I ruined Spain. Sorry, guys.
What's that?
I'm not trying to be all over the place.
Who? You all over the place? This show or you all over the place? It's never happened.
This is a show I want you to go to.
This show is the worst as far as if you want to follow
Barney's
Farm. I'd be like, tell me what on this show you said this. I'll be like, I have no idea, dude. We may have said something really smart somewhere along the way, but for the most part, it's a lot of nuggets. It's a whole lot of who knows what's going on. So, what are you doing, Mauro?
I'm right here.
I'm right here. So Rhode Island is still kind of fucked, right? I mean, you can't make any money in that state. I've noticed is what it seems like.
Well, the plant counts, they're still okay. They're not bad.
I mean also the actual shops that are trying to go illegal.
My family owns the biggest dispo over here on the East Coast. I don't work with them though. I went my own route.
Yeah.
So they're making money, a lot of it. They're trying to monopolize the whole thing though, dude.
No way.
On the East Coast, he offered the governor He offered the governor $5 million to shut down the cultivation centers I'm trying to build with a lot of my crew. So that's the one in Providence. We got Earth and Wellness. There's a few others. So the laws in this state right now are what they are.
Oh, was there drive-bys and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Was it?
But
you just said. You mean?
The good thing about this though is I'm not shitting on my home state, but with the job I'm doing now, I'm going to be international as opposed to just over here.
Hey.
But the last gig was the same way too. But for home grows, it's still pretty decent, dude.
Home grows. I'm not talking about home grows. I'm talking about What is the homegrown cow like?
Can you sell it directly to the dispatch?
All right, so we got three dispensaries, and we're probably going rec in 2019.
Yeah.
You know.
You can't sell to the dispatch.
We went rec here in California, and it fucking fucked the market.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Of course it did. What did you guys think was going to
Prop
happen?
64. We're such a small state, and it's so like connected. You know how that goes, and my family ended up landing the first license, and they got the biggest, which is the Thomas C. Slater. That's in Providence. Then we have we have 3 total right now, but now we have 16 cultivation Class A licenses. And the one I was telling you guys about with the nectar for the gods, that's the guy I want to get the harvest over to because he runs SLF. He runs all that. I could send you some info on that too and a layout. It's pretty cool. So everything's kind of at a standstill right now, but there was like 3 up and running. But the problem is everyone's hitting me up trying to get me to get them sit-downs with my cousin who owns the dispensary, which is telling me that they're having problems moving their weight. And mass may have something to do with that too, you know. I'm not too sure really. I haven't been following it that much. I just know the 4 that I've been working on haven't made any moves yet. We're just starting to frame them out now. And then we'll do the lighting and one of my boys is trying to do craft cannabis over here, so it's a lot of work. But the dispensaries, they're pretty much they just want to monopolize, and just not allow the other ones. You know.
What are you guys running for lighting up there?
All right, so we sell a lot of. It's mostly Nanolux runs the Northeast. Gavita, there was a time, when Gavita had the Northeast when it first came out, but that was all with East Coast Hydroponic Warehouse in Warwick, which is now GrowGen. GrowGen just bought that store. Nanolux has always been the most loyal to retail stores. Nextlight, we're selling a lot of Nextlight. I was selling the Divas for Revolution Micro, but I walked away from that gig about 2 months ago. Dude, Phantoms, just lighting it's interesting over here. Yeah,
I'm big into the checkerboard. I like to mix the CMHs with the LEDs.
I've been a lighting guy for a few years. I almost went to work for Gavita. I worked at Rev. I worked at Rambridge.
Oh my God, you're a slut. You're the biggest slut I've ever heard. Man. You're the sluttiest.
Well, no, I mean, I walked away. Bro, you remember how many sales I had lined up. I walked away because I just wasn't going to be part of that.
How many times have you walked away with throwing a match behind you, like fire burn?
Well, twice
imaginary
actually,
explosions.
But now we have a shot to really do some awesome stuff with HRG.
HRG is a rep thing, and the R means rep. Is that what you meant? Is that what I only think?
Horticulture Rep Group.
There we go. All I remember was rep.
And we were trying to come up with a name. That's what we settled with. I'm heading back out to Utah actually next week. We have one of our distribution centers there. One in Petaluma, one in Louisville, one in Rome. So clean slate, blank canvas, and then let me do my thing finally.
Petaluma's right up the street from me.
You threw down Rome like it was just like Utah or something.
Dude,
just throwing it out there.
You know what though? Utah is Ogden. That's where it is. It's I don't know. It's my first time I've ever been to Utah.
That's all I want to know.
Where?
To the border. To the border of Utah. How close can you get away from Utah in that spot?
Oh, jeez, dude. I don't know. I know that Solly from Oregon Seabanks, drive to Oregon. It's only you're 8 hours from me. I was almost considering it, but I didn't have a car, so I was stuck at the Bigelow Hotel.
So it's 8 hours from Oregon. That's how we're gonna figure this out.
10 hours.
10 hours.
So no, one of our distributions is going to be out of there. So I'm going back there this week.
It's a good distribution point. I mean, Utah is one of the biggest spots to
Dude, we got a nice spot out there,
Mail
dude.
shit out.
I mean, I'd say come check it out, but what are we gonna do in Utah? I mean, like,
No,
I didn't really.
not things we
Yeah,
like to
like,
do in Utah. That's for sure.
like
I think
it's interesting, you know. It's interesting. But I'll be going there a lot now. So hey, what are you gonna do? And so we're looking at our 4 distribution centers now that we have, and I'd like to get one up in New England eventually. That'd be really good. And I think that's going to be possible too. So right now, I'm putting together a catalog, you know, of products to distribute.
Oh my God! Right now you're doing that. Is that amazing?
Going to be pretty good because I've been going at it now for 2 months ever since the other thing. You know, I was already kind of working on it, and
then like
you know,
Magic, and then like Magic, I talked to you about it. 2 of your other friends talked about it. 2 other people talked about it. So that means this thing's on fire right now. This you gotta get on this, dude.
Well, everyone, no, it's like
Making the
people
sale
want
right
to
here live on the show, live.
They want to know.
Watch
They
me
want to know
work.
what I'm doing.
This is how I work all day.
I don't want to.
Hey,
I
where's
don't
the
because they're all
cake?
listening. I don't want them to all know yet.
Where's the cake?
I know, Mom should be
We'll be
here.
able to-
She should be here. She's always.
So why not have an alternative to
She's smart. She's gonna come in right at the
you know,
end.
a Hawthorne, Canada.
I told you the time.
Well,
So she's-
you know.
Why not? They're trying
He's just hungry. I'm hungry.
For cake. Just for cake.
Yeah.
Not for really anything else.
What's going on there? What's going on?
Well, yeah, and that's,
I'm doing a dab. I'm doing a dab. So I mean, I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know what you guys are doing.
I mean, like, yeah, retail. Like, what do you think? You think it can be saved? You think there's any hope for it? I mean, I don't
For
know.
retail?
I mean, yeah.
I think so. I've been in big box retail. I've worked at Home Depot, Lowe's, and Walmart. For me, I would never go to that side of the business. I mean, the margins are crushed.
That's what I'm saying.
All, you know, there's no real meaning to it at all. I mean, you've got drones working there for $12 an hour that don't.
Yeah, there's nothing, dude.
They just want to collect their paycheck and go home. You know.
Yeah. And that's kind of my mission, to help the retail stores. Like, I mean, the growth stores, I should be saying. Like, the actual growth stores. The guys that come up to me and be like, dude, what the hell's going on, you know?
I mean, you almost want to,
Like,
like,
what am I gonna
you know, like right now it's almost funnier to, like, yeah, imagine if the grow had, like, a big warehouse and you just made, like, 20 pull-ups, and at the pull-ups they have things for people that are fucking to hang out and do while they load the truck up, and these guys just come out and load it up for you and make it like, you know, make it like a funny, like, just something more, you know, that way there's no fucking real retail. There's like a fucking something
drive through,
something like.
Well, everything's going to fucking e-commerce anyway, so you know,
That's
brick and
what-
mortar's going to the next.
Yeah, like you can order online and go and pick it up though, and have it just like thrown in your car, something stupid, something. So you're.
There's a lot going on.
Because that's what you notice now is like most companies that you can tell that they almost failed. They're just about, they're like on the edge of failure, and somebody came in and was like, "Hey, wait a minute, nobody has to stand in line. You just go online," and they're like, "Oh, you saved the company, kid. Nobody was gonna ever do it again," because you know there was like just like the last days of scratching in a stupid thing or something. You know what I mean? Because people are getting lazier and lazier, so you gotta like make it as easy for them as possible. Otherwise,
which you could do through
I think
direct sales. And
because you know, you look at like
you gotta dumb it down just as to the most.
Maybe the door-to-door salesman comes back around.
That's the thing, but you know,
I miss my local hydroponic shop. You know?
Well, that's what I mean.
Like the e-commerce.
Yeah, or like a big facility that just you go, you leave your car, and they fucking load it up and have it ready to go, and you go inside and have your free coffee and fucking get all, but whatever, you know.
Like
free shit. You get free
Tires,
shit.
same
All
thing,
Mario
dude.
wants is free shit. That's what we realized. So basically, go in, you get free shit, and then you get back in your car.
But
and you're like, oh, that was the best experience ever. I got free stuff and
all right.
didn't have to pack
I
anything.
spent $3,000.
I spent, like,
How many reps?
And I spent $3,000.
Exactly. I always spend $1,000 no matter what. If I even try it.
Shit. I wish I spent $1,000.
That's the problem with like these big ones, like Salt Lake Supply and shit. The reps, they're not really focused on any one product, trying to sell any one product. They're really not. No one's educating anyone on anything, bro. You know,
Well, we're educating out
company
here.
I was with,
Come out
I did
to
a
Colorado.
Yeah, we have classes, we have events, we sponsor a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of education going on.
Oh yeah, you guys.
Well, not just us, but I mean,
guys.
there's a lot of in Colorado itself. I think education is actually the new, like everybody's really into like, oh, mycorrhizal fungi. You know, they're using words that.
Mycorrhizal fungi.
Exactly.
What's
mycorrhizal fungi. Mycorrhizal fungi.
Soon it'll be high bricks, levels, you know.
Bricks. See, we already made a song.
It's
Dude.
just funny how,
what to do is record that shit and then boom, click, boop, bap. It's
dude.
Mycorrhizal.
Well, we've been doing for years now. It's becoming trending and making art, you know. But you know,
what? Yes.
Connoisseur growers have been doing it for years, you know. But now all of a sudden you see all these new mycorrhizal companies popping up. You know,
Dude, they're everywhere.
But you know, we've been using mycorrhizals for years, you know, and now everybody's trying to pop up and say, "Hey, I got the best mycorrhizal."
I know, it's so, dude.
It's a mycorrhizal off.
I have so much different brands of microbes.
The funny part though is that like, you know, for the longest time, and maybe not anymore, and there might be more sources, but for the longest time, there really was like 2 sources, and everybody had the same stuff. They just were kind of different approach. You know?
Yeah,
now there's more because people got into it, but at the same time, it is like a lot of times it's just the same shit. You know, I mean, so you're like, you got to double check.
There's not a lot of sources that comes from. You know,
no,
if you really trace it.
They all come from one, right? I mean, for the most part.
Now we're down to 1. I thought it was maybe 2.
The plug.
Yeah. So.
Jesus. I mean,
this silica that you guys have, is there another source that's like equal right now as far as on the market from any other source? Like not even towards cannabis, but just like, can you source that silica from another country, even if it's more expensive? But you know, any places that have similar, composites or whatever.
I mean, in essence, yeah, you can source it from somewhere else, but it's never going to be. You know, depending on where you're getting it from, it's never going to be the same as one to the next, right?
Uh-huh.
And I think the only comparable company out there, and they're not even that great of a company, is Montana Grow. You know, they're doing the soil amendment, but they're doing 74% silica, and then they tell you the rest is inert ingredients, and you know that's one of the things that fears me most. And I don't care what company it is. When you say inert ingredients, and I don't know what it is, and I'm trying to refer to the MSDS, I mean that throws up a red flag for me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, especially if it's like 26% of the overall.
What about the raw silica? I've used that.
Well, are you talking about raw as in the company?
Yeah,
raw?
the company.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've used that company raw before. You know, my biggest pet peeve for raw, and you know, it's just from a personal use standpoint. Well, not just the price point, but I mean, it's supposed to be water soluble, and I put that shit in my reservoir, and I got to mix it for 30 minutes before it blends into it just chunks up. I mean, you know,
it's like cool.
You know, I get the concept. I'm on board with the get rid of the liquid and let's turn to powder, but your shit's got to be, if you're going to claim water soluble and you're going to say that it, you know,
dude.
Well, you got to at least do the basics first.
Oh, there's teas like that now, instant ones that just, you forget it. I mean, you're sitting there just mixing them with like a truncheon, trying to get it to, you know, separate.
That's what
for 45 minutes.
That's what I was going to ask you guys about the Anbesso stuff. Is that better to like mix because it's powder? Is it better to like mix a small amount and then bring that in, like make it real liquidy and then add it in?
I've actually never used Anbesso, but shout out to Rich.
Yeah,
because that's the only reason I didn't start using it again, because we're using it, but the guy that was using it was like, I know he was like not on it, 100%. So I was like,
Well, what I like about it is kind of that. I like the residual that you can actually get, on kind of like in your cover crop in your top layer, that you get a little bit of those minerals that come out in it. So it's not chunky, but that's like just like a little bit that's left in the bottom of the brewer. Now we use a Vortex brewer, so it's it's mixing it very well. So I mean, as far as I don't have a lot of residual. Well, yeah, we water it in, yes.
Of course. Right.
Top dress.
So how long do you?
How's the clover react to that? Top dressing it with
the Vortex. How long in the Vortex also?
Anywhere between 24 and 48 hours. We have this like a microscope that attaches the computer, and so we kind of watch it after about 24 hours. We start watching it, and then the colonization will reach a point where it starts going down, and that's when we feed it. Different times, the veg or bloom tea or whatever. It's gonna have a different cycle, for those microbes. So some of them have a shorter span, and some of them have a longer span. So, and some of them will get up to that peak, and then we're finding that they're just like they go a little bit further out and then start coming down. So I love his stuff. I mean, I've been using it for 3 years, and it works. It works amazing with Buffaloam. We just, like I said, we had a Brix test, 28.7% on one of our strains. So it's off the chart. So the mixture.
My Brix is off the chart.
Yeah.
The Vortex.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, the Vortex.
The Vortex is what, like $1,800? How much is that thing?
We got one over. I say Vortex. I just was trying to. I was kind of describing the kind of actually. One of the brands that we have is the Key to Life.
Oh yeah, I have a Key to Life.
All right. Oh yeah. All right. Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
We have one over at the spot over here in Providence.
Yeah.
Yep. Shout out there. I got one of the pretty big ones.
Yeah, it's big. We have a couple big ones.
Yeah.
110. I think it's 110 gallon, and then one of them's a little bigger.
So.
That's one of the I like about nectar, though, is that a lot of people focus on THC content, but so what about the flavor and aroma too?
Yeah.
Man? I'm big on
flavonoids.
Yeah, for me, I'm repping, Pure Pressure out of Colorado. I press live rosin myself.
We have Pure Pressure too. This is really weird because it sounds like we have everything you have.
Amazing company.
Are you following me?
75.
Are you stalking me? It's exactly what.
No, I think I'm just. I'm the trendsetter that you're following.
Oh God, that's it. That's what it was. My bad.
You're finding the good products.
75% returns on live rosin. And I'm not trying to promote the company, but I'm getting 75 to 80% returns on my live rosin. And I think a lot of people, they're so focused on the THC content that they mix out on the terpenes.
Yeah, we love the flavors and the smells and everything else you get. You're exactly right. That's what we go for.
Sure. Yeah. Even the nectar flush is decent with the HHA and the ollie up and the SLS. Even if you're not running it works pretty well.
Timing is impeccable.
But yeah, that's what we're trying to do over here at one of these spots. We definitely want some of that silica, and I want you guys to check this out more too.
Yeah,
well, we got to get some in your.
We got to get some. We definitely got to get some into the. Into the East Coast, do a little more penetration into the East Coast.
Oh yeah, we go all the way up to Maine. We got this. We're busy, man. If you got something decent that's gonna work, and someone's gonna be behind it, promoting it, and letting people know it works, and not bullshitting people, making them aware of the ppms and everything else.
Well, I mean, if you're growing those big buds, you need that thick stock to hold up those big buds, and I got you.
Oh, dude, yeah, no doubt. I agree 1,000%. I just got facilitar, so I'm using that. I don't mind it.
Party's about to happen, bro. Party's about to happen. Party's going down.
Party's going
down.
Party's going down, bro. Party's going down. Mom's here.
Harvest Gold Silica.
Oh yeah.
Get some clones over.
It's just getting real.
I'll send you some clones from Cali that aren't or OG could.
Shit's
I'm a strand hunter myself.
Real. Alright, I'll do some of that O stuff since it's weird.
Chris, do you handle your Instagram?
I'll smoke some.
Do you handle that part?
What's that?
Are you in charge of the Instagram?
Of the Harvest Gold Silica Instagram, no, but of my personal Instagram, I am.
But of what one you are?
Of my personal Instagram. So Harvest Gold Silica 420, I'm not in charge of that one. But if you look at the Purple Haze Vader, I'm in charge of that one.
Purple Haze
Vader. What is it? Purple Haze
Vader.
Satyr, S-E-T-Y-R, the Satyr, you know, the
Satyr. I thought he said Vader.
Yeah. Writing this stuff down.
Right.
Yeah, Purple Haze
Satyr.
Mm-hmm. Like Jimi Hendrix, and then the Satyr, S-A-T-Y-R.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got it now.
but at Harvest Gold Silica Portuguese, you can also see as well. But you know, I'm a personal connoisseur, cultivar. So you know, if you look at my website, you'll see me grow with multiple different nutrient lines and soils, all that good stuff.
Yeah, that sounds how I go about things. That's pretty cool, man. I'll check. I'm definitely going to check you out on there.
Yeah,
and then,
anybody's willing to. Yeah, I'll try any product on my personal Instagram. I'll try any product just to see, you know.
That was
same thing here. It's tough for me to run a complete line. I just run I do a lot of organics and shit, and I just mix whatever I got.
Do you really feel it?
But silica is always in the equation.
Right. No. I want one of those hats, Adam. I want to be involved.
I know. You're missing out. Well, in a sec, we're gonna have the finale coming up. So, give me all your websites before the big finale, so they don't get lost in the end. Like you just kind of mumbled them there, but like, what's the official one for?
The official website is harvestgoldsilica.com. You can also follow us on the Instagram at harvestgoldsilica420. You know, we send free samples out. Come request one, and if you want to see, you know, what I've got going on myself, follow me at Purple Haze Satyr.
That sounds like a plan. And then Mr. Money, what's your deal? So
my Instagram right now, the one I can say, is National Growers Coalition. NGC emoji recycle sign. The National Growers Coalition, right?
Nice.
And then I have my own that I changed my name on, and I got to check what it is because it said Rev Micro Maz. It's not that anymore. But National Growers Coalition right now. And there's also a Facebook group, but that's, you know, it's a secret group. So if you guys are on Facebook too, hit you up on there too. Find me on there.
Secrets.
You know, I'll have the other site, Adam, like next week when I get down there.
Next week. I've never heard that one before.
To release.
I've never heard it. The old next week. The one on the website. The website. Dude. I'm the worst too. I mean, I'm guilty as charged on a lot of things.
Believe me, it's not.
I'll be like,
I'm waiting. It's just. I wanted to get moving.
A week usually means forget about it. Forget about it. That point.
No. No, you're scaring me. I'm kidding.
But goes.
Yeah, National Growers Coalition.
Shit's getting real.
You'll see a lot of stuff in it.
It's getting real. Move that shit. It's all shit. Except for that. Silica is gold, right? It's gold. The gold.
It's legit gold.
We have the gold and the shit next to each other, which is it's all about, pretty much.
I mean, who doesn't love gold, right?
Let's see.
You can't see really much of
anything. Oh, you can't see much here. You can do a dab over here.
All right, so we got.
I'll do this ridiculous dab. Hold on.
Buffaloam, right? Sorry, guys.
Yeah, Buffaloam.
Buffaloam.com.
I'm not.
Green Farms Education.
You gotta get it all ready.
Yeah. Go ahead.
First, I gotta do this. It's gonna take a while. Turn that down for a sec. Turn my mic down for 1 sec. You guys can keep talking.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Buffaloam.com.
Yep. So, Chris, we definitely want to work with you, bud. And Mario,
I definitely want to talk to all you guys, dude.
Right. No,
we're
Adam,
gonna.
I think Adam has my personal contact, so, you know, any of you guys that want to reach out to me, you know, definitely hook up with Adam, and I'll be more than glad. I'm on the horn 24/7, so you can reach me anytime.
You know what I'll do? I'll message you on Instagram myself.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that as well. Just message
or whatever.
Where do you live in California, Chris?
I live in Northern Cal, out in Discovery Bay, so past the East Bay, you know.
Okay.
Trying to beat Elon Musk is he's killing us on the fucking economy out here.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, the tech companies out here, they're killing us. But you know what? I can't complain because, you know, I bought a house and, you know, it's grown
nice.
$250,000 in 18 months. So, you know, where else in the world can you go and do that? Yeah.
Dude, we were up in Warrenville for the Emerald Cup. That town, it's a pretty cool town.
Yeah, we want to go that year.
You know,
if you guys want to join in, you can start with the happy birthdays in about 10 seconds or something. Oh, here it comes. Get in, jump in there.
10 seconds. Here we go.
Get in there. Get in.
All right, we're gonna sing it. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
You gotta get the sparklers going.
Oh my God.
Let me know when you're ready.
Wait, the sparks.
Sparks.
I don't know if that'll work.
Are we singing?
I don't know. Are
Like
we singing yet? I
10
can't
more
blow
seconds.
I can't see the. I can't see the cake.
We can't see
I don't-
anything. It's all blurry.
Wouldn't that be awesome if we had a cake made out of concentrate?
Concentrate? No, dude. That'd
we
be
should
Now
sing,
you
guys.
gotta sing it. Like
ice cream cake, bro.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday to you.
happy birthday to you. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday, dear Adam.
happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to you.
It's still tough.
That's a big bowl. That's a big bowl.
yeah.
There we go.
Sort of a twisting action.
Oh, that was crazy. Did not know that was happening.
I did not know that was
Oh, it's in the sauce.
Oh shit.
Got some confetti in the sauce.
Tragedy.
It might have been.
See, at least I closed up most of
Did you
it.
get it in the bowl?
I had this covered. Nothing went in there. Nothing went in there. That was good. That was good.
People, these guys. Oh my god.
No one remembered.
Everybody.
Or knew. Nobody remembered or knew. So there you go. Oh, yes. It's the greatest birthday ever, guys.
Everything's trolling them. Black magic.
I'm glad you guys could all join me.
Appreciate it.
On a beautiful
Absolutely.
Thank you
Friday.
for inviting us. This is
Black
amazing.
magic, people think you're trolling the black magic.
No, dude, when we were trying to find,
Let's
I
clear it up.
just
Let's clear up the
wrote a
black
phone
magic.
number.
Let's clear up the black
I
magic
wrote
story.
the
So
phone
you
number of
worked
the show
for
and
them.
just called
It
and
was just a
tell them
question.
people line. That's all I
You were
did. Everyone thinks I'm a troll anyways.
You are
So
a troll.
they know I'm on the show, so it's funny.
Funny troll.
You know,
Wait.
I want to let
are
my
the ultimate.
my boys know.
People were calling saying the dude's out of Colorado, but he's not answering the phone and is going on vacation pretty soon. So I left a nice message for him. Ruben Montez, that must be to Adam. I have no idea.
I love all my friends over there at that organization. You know, and there's no hate there.
He is
You know,
so
I'm-
on
Yeah.
his cake. You got something to cut that cake up? Because
Yeah, Chris loves me too. I talked to him
he's
once
over
in a
here
while. He
just
told me
waiting
a
so
few
hard.
weeks ago.
He's like, when's your mom
You know,
getting here? When's
they
your mom
always
getting
treated me
here?
right. Never
I
did
just
me
wanted to
anything
see
wrong.
it.
So, you know,
Homemade.
much love to that.
You know you
Can't
want
beat that.
This is homemade.
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely. I want to talk to you
Homemade.
more
Not
about
fucking around
that
with the
too.
bullshit box homemade. All right.
But then, yeah.
We're about to get down and dirty on some fucking cakes and get all crazy. Yeah, it's about to happen.
Somebody asked me if I know about those Tesla panels. I got 20,000 kilowatts of those Tesla panels on my house to fund my garage grill.
No shit. What are you running in there, bro?
No, bro, it's in my diamonds. Look, in my diamonds.
my wife, my wife is so pissed at me because we moved into this nice house, and I got a 3-car garage, that's 5,000 square foot.
Dude, is it a whole grow?
I'm glad it wasn't raw. I'm glad it wasn't
it's
raw
a whole
jointed.
grow. Yeah.
My boy just did that. No scrubbers, dude. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you work at a grocery store. He's like, can you
But you know
smell
what's
it out
funny
there?
part is, you know how I sold her on it is I bought a bunch of those pure pressure machines, and I told her, I said, look, I'll grow and you press the concentrate. And then she started having fun pressing the concentrate, and I was like, I got you sold now.
Now you sold. Now, yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's awesome, dude.
Sounds like we got a
I just got
bromance.
another.
Sounds like we got a bromance going
Adam's
on.
gonna
Sounds like
kill
we
me.
got
I
a
got a
bromance
can
going on
opener.
here. We got the Mario and Chris bromance.
Mario, when are you going to California?
When am I going back out to Cali?
Well, I meant to Chris's house. I meant to Chris's garage.
For what?
Specifically, Chris's garage.
I'll
We
be
got
in Cali soon. I'm supposed to go to Chico or something. It depends. I got to see once we get scheduled this week, like where we're headed. Like my mind's all elsewhere, like thinking of Europe and shit, but I shouldn't be.
Thinking
But
of
we'll get to
Europe?
Cali
Come
soon.
on.
Well, no, if any of you guys legit come out here to California, I'll
dude.
I'll
How
bring
far
my to the table.
How far are you from Napa, bro? You're like right. What are you in Santa Rosa? Where?
Yeah, I'm about an hour and a half from Santa Rosa, but I can be anywhere at any time, man. So if you come out here,
Anywhere,
let me know.
anytime. He's like the fucking. That sounds kind of like.
Oh yeah, dude.
It sounds nice and creepy at the same time.
Fleur-de-lis,
Like,
you know those guys?
You have to grow it in Buffalo.
Company jet. What?
What's that?
You have to grow it in Buffalo, and we'll come out and smug it.
Evan and them?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Florida Clean. Yeah.
Yeah, so we went out and hung with them. They're my boys. And my boy Matt from here is Evan's brother. And my dude, I grow it, my boy Steve, that's his crew. And he's supposed to be coming here. I don't know where he is to help me feed some plants. But we go out there. We're going to be heading back out there shortly, probably. But I'm going to Utah, then Atlanta, and then back up this way. And then we're going to plan on some shows and stuff. And some travel.
How do we get you out here, Adam? You know, how do we get you out to Cali so I can get you on that Cali?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll definitely.
We'll get a job out there, dude.
We'll definitely be out there sooner than later. That's for sure. Because
are you going to be in Portland? That would be the quickest.
When is that show? Yeah.
Well, no, you're going to be in Portland, so you know I'll bring some stuff up there, and we'll have a good old time partying together.
Yeah, that's
Portland. Yeah.
There you go.
Bring Buffalo. Buffalo
up
going to be there
already.
tomorrow. You come there.
I got all Geek Farm strains right now, so I want to go see Mike and those guys too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it looks like we're gonna be wrapping it up, getting our cake on. I want to thank you guys for joining me.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
I want to give a quick shout out to Gardens of Potlantis. I forgot to say that earlier.
Yeah, give all the shout outs you can.
Appreciate you, bud. I just wanted to.
We're not cutting off anybody right now.
Sorry.
Who made all this? Same.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Let's do it again.
Who is it?
His name is Gardens of Potlantis on Instagram. Josh.
Gardens of Potlantis.
Josh.
Okay. And then.
Chris, yeah, I want to hit you up too when you have time over there.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm available. You know, anytime. Hit me up.
Yeah.
Let's hook up, and we'll see what we can do from there.
Yeah. I'll text you my number or whatever.
And I just I want to give a shout out to Global Gardens. You know, they're helping us out right now in our business. So, we want to thank them guys over there, Chuck and Jonathan. We appreciate all their help and looking forward to growing the business.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that sounds pretty awesome. Well, I look forward to using it. I got a perfect timing right now. I got a couple of plants that need to be transplanted up. I'm going to keep them in small pots and just kind of try to use as much as possible. Stretch it out.
All we need to do, Adam, is you need to try it, and then once you see the results, have me back on for a couple minutes, man, and let's chat about what your findings are, and you can either call me out or say, you like the product.
You owe me 2,000 pounds.
You created a whole new
super sad.
I'll give you that free 2,000 pounds. I'll say, hey, Adam, I'm sending you that free 2,000 pounds out.
That's quite the offer, man.
Mario's more about that.
Super sack.
Mario's definitely more.
What is it?
What is it? What is it? You can make it. Get it. Yeah.
Super sack.
Super sack. Operation Super Sack.
Yeah, I'll send a super sack to you. I don't care if it's Mario or Adam or whoever. You guys try the product and you don't achieve the results, and you use it per the instructions. I'll send you out a super sack. That's no problem.
Dude, whatever you guys are game for. I got the room, and
that is some confidence right there. That is some serious.
Let's work on it.
I'm very confident when it comes to plants. That's why I love it, especially
right
now that I don't have the huge grow. I downsize for work,
shit.
but I'm pheno hunting and having fun. So.
Yeah, we don't even know. Like right now, we could, we would normally be all like uptight and weird, but do we care? No. We're like, these hats are the best. I wish everybody had. Bro, you look at you look like.
Yeah. I wish I had it.
I need to get photos. You need photos. You're getting photos. With all these little, are you getting the biblical MTI biblical shots? Okay. I want to give a big shout out to my beautiful wife Cece, who's out there on the road with little Nick right now, and he's been back and forth. He's been killing it, going to all these big cities. I think he's got enough toys now that he went to the Hamleys and London, and it was like, oh my god, it was like I saw him walking out with giant boxes. I'm like, you guys are there for like. My wife's usually like the most opposite. She'll never buy him nothing like that. But it was like I think he got all his toys. He got all his toys. You're right. Yeah, right.
They deserve it.
But they'll be back in. They'll be back in a week from today. So this is their last week on the road. Big shout out to my mom, Ace, who is hiding over there somewhere. I can see her hiding, literally hiding.
Yeah, shout out to my wife.
Better wrap that gavel up, B.
Give it up.
Can I
you
do a shout out to
bring
my
the
wife
cake.
too?
Someone's got to bring the cake. Someone's got to bring the cake. Ace won't bring it. Okay. MTI, let's go grab the cake because Ace is not going to do it. Right now? Yes, we're done. We're rounding it down. Let's do the cake. Let's get that cake on there and make everybody drool and wish they had mom's cake. Oh, mom's cake. This is what it's all about.
Homemade.
Oh, this is all I need. This is what? No, it's not medicated, so you can just mow into it. He can have 2 right out of the gate. Just give him 2.
You can have 2 out the gate.
He's going to want it. He's going to go, watch.
This looks like this was made like an hour ago.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Now it's a real birthday. See, that was the whole thing. It's like, for me.
This was made an hour ago.
I'm gonna find
Mom,
it.
Fresh. If
we
Mom
gotta call the mom.
brings me a cake, then I know
the moms are the greatest out there.
Moms are the greatest. Oh, man. She's like, forget about it.
Mom's the best. Shout out to my mom, Diane Mariah.
Shout out to your mom,
Right.
Diane Mariah. Shout
out to my wife, Lauren.
My mom
Shout out
picked
to
up
my mom.
the right?
Oh, shout
She's
out to
listening.
Lauren Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the whole NGC crew, National Growers Coalition, and shout out to Orion Love at Geek Farms for giving me that Slick Rock River Song 398 Bubba Kush that I'm trying to grow, which I need that silica for.
And also
Look at
shout
my
out to
show.
all the Buffaloam employees and the Green Farms employees that are all working
Team
today.
Green Farms.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Team Green Farms.
One
see the
more
kids moving in.
when you're done.
Grossmith. What about Grossmith? Come on, talk about
Shout out to Shamal and
There we go.
shout out to Shamal for that room in New York City for one night. That thing was badass. You had to go like shades on, shades off, whatever, and put the windows up. And shout out to Adam, obviously, for hosting that too.
Happy birthday, bud.
Broke here.
Yeah, happy birthday,
and
Adam.
Fucking thanks for letting us spend your birthday with you too, bro. You know.
With the sparkling water, man.
Yeah.
Sparkling water.
Thanks for the water and all of the
High
smoke.
class. Pinky up.
If Shamal's listening, he needs to call me back, man. I hadn't heard from Shamal in a couple of weeks, man. He needs to
Yeah,
give me
he's
a call
with Drew
back.
and Drew right now. I just talked to him a minute ago. Well, not a minute
Yeah.
ago. He was supposed to call.
Good, good. They
I
can't
went-
hold up. Shamal be scattering. So give me a call, Shamal. Looking forward to what we can do together.
Hold on.
Everyone call me. I'm just kidding. All right, so. Oh, one more. Shout out to my boss, Keith, who's working his ass off. Doesn't have a second. Hope to see him this week.
Shout out to Wolfie if he doesn't get through. I don't know why he keeps trying to call me on my phone, but I don't.
Is he? Oh, because I messed that up, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, that's what happened.
Oh.
I never sent him the right one. My
Shout
bad,
out,
Wolf.
Brothers Grow
Oh,
2. The Brothers Grow 2.
Oh, dude.
He's gonna
My
try
bad.
calling.
One second.
I know we're ending this, Mario, so make sure you get my contact from Adam. Adam, hook
I'm
everybody
trying to
up.
find you right now, dude.
You're good to go, Adam. If anybody reaches out, needs my contact, go ahead and send it to him personally.
Wait, I think this is right here. Say it, right?
We'll make sure that happens. No problem.
Yeah.
Purple Haze. The Adam Dunn show. Oh, that's cool. You got that. I got that on my Facebook picture there.
All right, I just sent Wolf,
right.
I sent Wolf the right
that's
number,
my-
but he's messing it up again. Let's somehow, because every time I try to send the number, I always fuck up and send my own number, so I really have to
Yeah, you
check
sent
it.
your number. I sent it to like 30 people, dude. My
Right.
bad.
Well, yeah.
I'm like, everyone call Adam and mess with him because it's his birthday.
Yeah.
And I never got
Everybody
around
reaches
to.
out to Adam, and that's how you
I
contact.
there was so many people. I forgot to. I forget who I sent it to. My bad. But
Hey, what can you do? What can you do?
when I called it and I realized it was you, I'm like, oh shit.
Oh shit! No.
Uh-oh.
Well,
All right, Chris, I'm texting you right now.
No big deal.
You text me right now on Purple Haze Sater? You see my plan?
Yeah, I give you my number. You can call me.
We'll catch
Yeah,
you guys.
no.
We'll catch you guys on the
Do it
flip
up.
side. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
let's do it, guys.
Thanks, guys, for being in the studio.
Yeah, appreciate you
Thanks,
having us.
Josh, for doing the lighting
Thank
and the
you.
video. Thanks, Paulie, for eating cake and hanging out and loving life over there. And thanks, of course, MTI for making it all happen. as usual. KTI on the road. One day he's coming home.
Shout out KTI.
Yeah, we have to
appreciate you, buddy. Missed you.
He'll be home. He'll come home one day.
Is he still dinosaur hunting? He was like fossil hunting. And
no, cougar
hunting and dinosaur hunting.
How old is she?
He's just cougar hunting, really, is what he's doing, I think, pretty much. There's not much dinosaurs going down. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for listening and bearing with us. Pull a nugget or two out of our silica conversation there with all the gold talk. You figure some nuggets got to come out, right?
Yeah,
at least I know about the product, right?
Yeah, and also Buffaloam. I mean, we didn't get really too deep into it, but in the reality is we have talked about the product, and I think it's the same product almost.
We kept it
exactly
the same. Yeah.
So you can also look at some of the other shows to get some of the science behind it. We'll have more shows because these guys are going to be involved. I think
we want to be a sponsor.
Ooh, see, that means that they get to hang out with me more often, and we'll make it a little more specific on maybe certain parts of the product. That way we can kind of hammer it into you why it's so good. But it's also like we're gonna.
We'd love to show you too. I mean, if anybody wants a sample, we'd gladly send out a couple packets to them.
Do some combinations with the products and stuff like that too, which is awesome.
Absolutely.
Just figure out a cool ratio and maybe make some mini.
We can make that happen, Chris.
Mini packs.
No, we'll make that happen for sure. If any samples needed, just go to harvestgoldsilica.com and reach out to me, and I'll make sure it happens.
Okay.
I got you on your personal Instagram, and then I'm gonna hit you guys up too on Buffaloam. That sounds awesome. Also,
excellent.
No, for sure. And thank you, Adam, for having me. And hopefully this is one of many to come.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Chris, send me a contract for that modeling gig.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'll
definitely do that. I mean, I think you're perfect for it. We'll hook you up with royalties and everything.
Yeah, that's where I was going with it.
10% over here. 10%.
That's right.
Working is all on video. It's all on video.
Buffaloam.
Work it. No, I'll hit you up with that. You just got to carve some time out for me, man, and we'll hook it up. We'll take care of each other for sure.
All right, thanks. Yeah, just call me.
Buffaloam official. All right.
Next week, I'm going to be a little bit freer. Probably try next week. Let's try next week.
All right. Now you send me. You got my email. Send me a contact.
Yo. Send me your email. Hey, let me give you over here. Hey.
No. Adam, hold on a second. Still business here.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, thanks for coming on, and we'll. When Mario's around, it gets all crazy. I mean, it's like there's underhanded, overhanded deals going around.
We're gonna
reach arounds are happening, and all sorts of
making money always.
We're going to have some great info coming up. So just stay posted.
Yep. Thanks. Guys.
Not right now, but
all right,
very soon.
Peace.
All
right, man. So,
all right, guys. Have a great night.
Thanks, guys. Right. Thanks for having me on. Have a great night.
All right, peace, guys.
Bye.
And we are done. And my mom is finally happy. Yay! Woo.
Wow.
We are done. We are done. We are done. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Practically every one of the top 40 records being played on every radio station in the United States is a communication to the children to take a trip, to cop out, to groove. The psychedelic jackets on the record albums have their own hidden messages.
We don't want you to smoke genetically modified ganja. We want you to smoke the real thing. We want you to